Beautiful. All right, so here we have Tiberian Sun. Should be fine audio-wise. It'll be a little quiet, but it's just how it goes. I still can't get over the fucked animation at the beginning of every single time we start this game, and just shows up with this. It full screens the animation, but the menu itself is not full screen. So perfect.
Are you live streaming on YouTube too?
Yeah, I'm live streaming everywhere. If you should check out the name and description of the YouTube stream, it'd be perfect.
For some reason, it's not letting me access it.
Oh yeah, I know why.
To your main channel.
Yeah, I don't know why that happens. Here, let's see if it try it now.
Oh, works now.
YouTube is a great service.
Google is an amazing company. Almost as good as Blizzard.
Almost as good as Blizzard.
I've been watching so much of Mask's playthrough of Warcraft 3, and
I'm sure it's dude, I still can't. I still think that the funniest moment in that entire production, not just his playthrough, but the whole game, is Karen smashing a bunch of trees down. What an insane reality. All right, so I gotta pull up my chats here while we get started and turn on Mixer Play. Oh, and then there was this guy who joined my Discord server recently named Yu, Y-U-E. Like, you can't write this shit any better, man. Can't make this stuff up.
Yep.
The world is a simulation.
In the simulation.
Exactly.
And
I assume that's Rimtech, but that could be you, actually, for all I know, dude. All right.
So I think we're up on mission 8.
Villainous in distress. Oh, is this where we save Ox? Ox lady?
I guess so.
All right, let's figure it out, dude. Ah, yes, this amazing bug
Let's try for less micro maps, but
well, not looking good, man. At least this is a cutscene. Hi. What's up?
And over for inspection. Okay, you're clear to enter.
And oh fuck, dude! It's my Mega Man.
Annihilate.
What an epic cutscene. Oh, now I can play. What do I do?
You rendezvous with the rescue team to the south. Okay, so I guess you have to annihilate those. No, maybe they're not following you. No, they are.
Yeah? Follow my dick, dude. As it enters your anus! Alright. So, does this thing pass through water or no?
Yeah, it does. It's a subterranean unit.
Get in.
I don't know why.
And how do I do it?
What you have in front of you, do you see this sort of ice bridge that's partially hidden by the fog of war?
Yeah.
The way it works is that if you get heavy vehicles on top of it, it will break eventually, so you can only cross it once. I don't think infantry affects it that way, but basically...
So, yeah, okay. So this is supposed to be the map where we learn about this information.
I guess so. I don't remember if we even encountered that before in the GDI campaign. Maybe we did, but we missed it.
Might have been some side mission or something. Well, I guess we'll try to cross with just these.
Yeah, you have to cross.
Bye! See ya!
Yeah, these are light vehicles and do not trigger it.
That's funny, man. That's some good shit.
I hope this isn't another timer bullshit.
Well, we don't see any timer yet.
It said something about Oksana being moved to the main GDI base.
Wow, this whole fucking time that was pointless.
Oh, okay.
I had to trigger it in order for that to happen. So it's just bullshit.
Well, it's Microsoft, of course it is.
Yeah. What's up?
This
My
is
name is
one of those
Lol.
maps.
Dude, you having a good lol? Hey, what the fuck?
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Hey, get out of my men. There you go.
This is probably one of those maps where it's very easy to speed run. Once you know what to do, you can probably finish it in 2 minutes or something.
Yeah, probably. Oh, look, a train! Dude, I'm getting flashbacks. Wait, why did that man unload? Oh, I need to keep that engineer alive, probably. Yes, sir? So is this is what I have to smash? Oh, fuck!
Unit lost.
Thanks for letting me know.
Unit lost.
What are we supposed to do?
I ain't checking right now. I'm busy shooting men. Hold on. Oh. Quick run! Oh. Fuck that guy up, dude. Get him! Oh shit, he's dead. Well, good thing he wasn't that important.
Unit lost.
God damn it, disc thrower!
Unit lost. Unit lost.
This isn't working out very well.
Unit lost.
Dude, that Titan eviscerated me.
Mission failed.
Listen, I can't use that fucking thing. I don't know what, Yeah, the commander got fucking annihilated. Alright, let's take a look at the briefing, dude. The cyborg commando has been sent in to retrieve you. Once free, rendezvous with your rescue team to the south. Use them to locate and free Ox. She will be soon transported to the main GDI facility. Optimal chances for success. Rely on obtaining her before she is transported. After she has been freed, commandeer a GDI transport to make your escape. Well, it looks like we saw the GDI transport in the bottom there, which I assume I need an engineer to capture or something.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I actually remember watching a video, like a speedrun video of this. Let's see if I can find it.
Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be this Mongol man. Now I see everything. It all makes sense. So how do I even use this? What? Why is it doing that? Do I just not have control over when it borrows?
It borrows, like when you click on a certain distance. If you click...
Why would you make that the fucking way it works? Yes! 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 Wait, what? What the fuck? How come he could cross? Dude, this is a rigged ass game. Dude, a giant fucking walker can cross, but a tank can't? Why? I actually have to lose a tank in order for this terrain to be discovered, by the way. I wasn't kidding about that. Affirmative.
So, maybe YouTube is just a piece of shit.
What? Why did he stop? Dude, this guy's broken. Also, the lighting of the map changed. I don't know if that was intentional. Oh, fuck. Oh, god damn it, I lost me. Fuck. Why? What a gimmick of a mission, dude.
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
Oh, heroes. I'm just putting him in the fucking vehicle. And then leaving the vehicle off on the side or something. And I'll save after this so I don't have to watch this epic cutscene.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, so apparently you're supposed to capture the initial buildings.
Reinforcements have arrived. Battle
Really?
controls established.
Is that like a joke or something? I don't know if you're talking or if Discord's destroying you, but something is happening.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are.
You have to capture the power plant and the radar. Then you have to load the cyber commando on the transport. Do you see the top right? That's where you need to go.
Really?
That's where she is. if you basically they take it away from there after a while, so if you get it there in time.
All right, let's see if your intel is correct, dude.
At least that's what I'm gathering. Gatherers.
I am Gatherus, dude. Check me out.
And then you're supposed to go to a aircraft that we saw.
Hi. Oh, bye. Oh, man. Get in there, quick. Executing.
Okay, now you can go where the vehicles are or whatever. And now there's
Daniel Keaton says this is cheating. You're supposed to spend hours finding this. Yeah, you know what? I don't like micro missions. They're kind of stupid. So, no. How about that? That's my answer. I like how... Dude, this vehicle is so stealthy. Even I can't see what the fuck is happening with it.
okay, so now you're supposed to put the Cyber Commando and the two heroes inside the transport.
Yeah, good luck figuring out which one is which. I can't see anything at this res.
The
I
middle
think
one,
this
yeah.
man, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I really have to get close to the screen in order to see it.
And there you're supposed to get the vehicles you have, like the bikes and whatnot, to
Reinforcements
sort of
have
the...
arrived.
Yeah, right there. But it's just built. Wait, I think you're supposed to get the transport there.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go there, but I don't know if I need to capture it with an engineer or what.
Well, just go there with the transport, I guess. I'll see how the video ends.
Nah, dude. I can't be a cheater. Alright, bye. What if the fucking... what's it called? The bridge just immediately exploded. Oh, fuck. Guys, I'm really good at this game. Trust me. Why doesn't he deploy? He's broken, dude. Control D. More like nothing. AI in this game? I don't know. It's okay.
So yeah, you're basically supposed to
Unit lost.
get in
Unit lost.
the area with the 4 spotlights, basically. And then
Yeah.
take over the transport and you win.
Well, perfect. I'm sure I can do that without dying if I just move over here. But I don't know. It looks like I have to break through this base. But I don't know. Maybe this thing can just scale walls? Oh, apparently it can.
Go anywhere.
That's fucking psychotic, but alright.
You can surface over pavement. And you can actually build pavement and transport. Oh,
I just
shit.
killed a tower that I couldn't even see, so that's cool.
So just break the wall and go in there. The heroes.
Cool. Bye. Congrats, you won. I feel very accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I don't like save scumming. I feel like I should just be playing the game and not some weird, like, gimmick arcade map that they made in 5 seconds. That's just me, though. Jeez.
No, it's everyone.
No, you'd be surprised. Dude, Warcraft 3 exists. We were just talking about this earlier, man. Clearly some people are totally fine being yanked around.
Like, see, we took about 4 minutes. You can probably do it.
Oh yeah, I'm terrible, so...
It's just basically... I can see the appeal for speedrunners. But
There was no excuse for our capture.
The Brotherhood cannot afford ignorant mistakes.
hopefully
You
there's
will
one is a
pay.
micro.
Our scientists have perfected the next generation of Tiberian-based missiles. I'm transferring control to you to test them.
Oh, I get to use the bullshit gimmick missiles, dude. I always feel like in these campaigns, Nod or the Soviets or... No, I think just in general, it's probably just Nod. Like in the first Command & Conquer game, we had that really shitty experience where we had...
Control offline.
like Nod had these absolutely broken units and stuff. When the AI was using them, at least. Oh, we have to... What? There's A, B, and D. Where's C?
Oh, that's GDI.
Oh, well, still, where's C, dude? All right, so we have protect the waste convoys, reestablish Nod presence, but there's no 9 main. So
Establish not presence.
this is what we're doing.
That's what it says in the walkthrough. So yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, no, Jankovic, I was just commenting that like the shitty experience is like we play as GDI and we get annihilated by Nod units that are like way better than us, and then like partially it's like us adapting to the fact that we're playing a new game or whatever. There's a slight echo, by the way. Once we like sort of understand the game, we still have the I have the feeling that like the Nod is there as a pretty powerful force, and it's just not like if you just had a fair fight, Nod would win because they have better units, is like my theory. And then we play the Nod campaign and we get to actually use them. So in some ways, it is kind of interesting to think about that, is like the payoff for playing the GDI campaign is that eventually you get to play the Nod campaign, but it still feels pretty cheap. In this case, it's like those missiles that the AI were using on us in one of the GDI missions that were, I think they only really used them in 2 or 3 maps, but they were really annoying when they actually existed. There was no counterplay at all. You couldn't like have any countermeasure. You just had to find out wherever their facilities were, and they were pre-placed behind like hundreds of defenses or whatever. So it's really annoying. And so that was really infuriating. And so I'm assuming that it's probably not going to be as cathartic as I'm imagining it will be when we get to use them ourselves in the Nod campaign. But I guess we'll find out. And I just wanted to mention that. And my name is Lol. I would not spend a few days making that previous mission that we just beat, because I would not make a micro mission. So destroyed. Oh, boy. What is this?
You're supposed to get a base that you can use. I guess I'll pull out the map, see what's going on.
Well, is this a guy or... No, this looks like a transport of some kind. Hello.
Unit lost.
Oh, fuck.
Unit lost.
Ah!
Lost.
Get him. Okay. I don't know what this is. Is this one of those advanced miners that mines the things that hurt vehicles? Weed eaters. Oh no. Oh, it's this thing, right?
Unit lost.
I don't know why I'm front running with it.
Can you hear me at all?
Oh, there you are.
Unit
Yeah,
lost.
I'm lagging for some reason.
Perfect.
So you're supposed to go.
Probably not where I'm going, if I had to guess. I love repair speed, by the way.
The base is on the top right corner of the map. So if you keep following the bridge, like the road on the bridge, that's where
Yeah.
it is.
I'm sure it's going to be ends over there. Enemies.
I think I don't know if you're supposed to protect those.
Mutant vermin detected.
Oh, hello.
Mutants! Oh no, a hijacker.
Hi.
Wow.
Well, he took it and then just sat it there with it. So, whatever. At least we
You can
destroyed
run them
it.
over with the harvester.
With this man? No, I can't. Oh, there we go.
Almost killed them all.
What? Where are my men? There they are. They were hiding.
Harvester under attack.
Okay. We did it, guys.
Keep going, you should reach base. It's north of the city.
They can have that vehicle. They can keep it.
Shout there's a Vein-All monster, which is the... Yep, that what I think. Just go north.
Sir, moving out. Yes, sir.
Where you are.
Ah!
Building captured.
Oh, building captured,
Excellent.
apparently.
Waiting. Yes, sir.
You're supposed to repair everything and
Use it.
get some vines, I guess.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Well, you might want to save at this point.
Build it.
You don't say. You don't save. Alright.
Establish no presence.
Dude, I'm gonna establish some presence. Like I'm Santa Claus. Hey, fuck you!
Under attack.
What? He crawled underneath my vehicle while it was moving. What the fuck? I don't think I've seen that one before. Can they even shoot over these walls? No, don't do that. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's
Construction
exactly what I wanted you to do. God damn it. Control D is not deploying them anymore. It was working last time, so I don't know what happened.
No, it's just D without control.
Oh. That would be why, I guess. Really? That's not doing anything either.
To undeploy, you need to move.
Unit ready. Sir, awaiting orders.
Oh, okay. Control equals force fire. Yeah. Well, I know control click like that does, but...
Yeah, force fire is nice. You can use it on stealth units to kill them even if you don't see them.
Right.
which is
So,
not
do I need another weed eater? What are those called? Oh, they're actually called weed eaters! I thought Chancellor was being a prankster, but actually the game developers were.
building.
Alright, let's get some more
Fleet
vehicles.
weed eaters. We have found fleet weeds for worst enemy.
Training.
Mm-hmm.
Unit ready.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck just happened over there.
Unit ready.
Moving out.
Ah, yeah. If the vines get spread out too much, they destroy buildings. But I don't think they can go over pavement.
Construction complete.
I don't even know what they destroyed. I was not paying attention whatsoever. Alright, let's get
Building.
bike.
I
Where's
think
my
it was
bike?
asylum.
Oh.
Yeah, we should-
Oh, yeah, I was. Okay. Well, I guess I better spend my money then. Oh, something else blew up.
Unit ready.
Looks like we might need to get more weed eaters, guys.
Building.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
You should get a tech center.
Received. Orders received. Yes, sir.
Mm,
Building.
Orders received.
I'm gonna get a radar first.
Orders received. Orders received. Yes, sir. On my way.
We know where the enemies are anyways, so shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Alright.
Building.
Where's my tech center? There it is.
Building.
Waiting. Orders received. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they have these devastators or whatever they're called. I don't remember.
Disruptor.
Disruptor. Okay, I think I've probably talked about this on this playthrough, but isn't it really, really boring to have like action verb names?
Unit ready.
Like, I feel like it doesn't contribute to the fantasy of whatever the unit is meant to be
On my way. Sir.
whatsoever.
Waiting.
Weed.
Orders received. Unit ready. Sir. Flying. Unit.
Bye.
Yes, sir. On my way. Yes, sir.
Bye.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Orders received. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like, at the very least, it's very on the nose.
Receiving out. Moving out. Yes,
Definitely
sir.
could
Yes,
be
sir. Yes, sir.
improved in that
On my way.
regard.
Yes, sir. Orders received. Yes, sir. Moving out.
So let's put that there.
Construction options.
Something
Can
else
you
is
build a missile silo now?
busting. Yeah, I can. I
Building.
can also build obelisks.
Moving out. Orders received.
So it looks like I'm supposed to daisy chain my way down over here.
On my way.
I really hate that that's a function, by the way. Ah! Ah!
Unit lost.
Devil's tongue.
Building.
Alright, you can be over here.
New construction options.
Alright.
As a kid, I thought that
Chemical
missile
missile
silo would
ready.
be like an arena of sorts. Like a
Unit
boxing
ready.
arena.
Yes, yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
That's what it
Hey,
was.
why aren't they doing anything about this? Eat this weed!
Like, maybe
Thank
you-
God. I was close to spreading into my,
Unit ready.
my head over here.
Just build.
Training.
What?
Unit ready.
What'd you say?
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Oh, you're cutting out again. That's what was happening. Poor Dynamo. Finally gets his PC back, and he's just getting annihilated by his internet now.
Unit ready.
How do I launch the missile?
Uh,
Ah, here it
you
is.
only need one.
Select target.
Does it lower the cooldown if I have more than one?
No.
Oh, what the fuck is the point
You
of
get
building
two
more than one?
types of missile, but I think in this case you can only have one.
Well, I got a bunch of men for free, and by free I mean however many
This-
expensive a
this
missile silo is.
The cooldown depends on how much
Training.
veins you collect. Basically.
Unit ready.
Ah, okay. Guess we'll be getting some more weed eaters.
Unit ready.
I imagine that these missions are
Ready.
Tiberium Waste Factory.
Building.
Yeah, if you
Select
can only have one.
Ah, okay.
See, you already have another one available. So
Right.
stealth tanks
Build.
might be good for scouting.
Cancelled.
Cool.
Building.
Generally, they're okay, I think, against vehicles.
Yeah, they're if they're anything like the ones in the 3D games, they're
Building.
pretty strong against vehicles.
Unit ready.
This is a random shit. Well, you too, man.
Awaiting orders. Sir,
Eat that weed.
Unit ready.
reporting. Unit ready.
What a nice city.
Construction complete.
I don't know what you just... A nice what? Seed?
A nice city.
Unit ready.
What I have here?
Insufficient
It's pretty good.
Unit reporting.
Oh,
Does
the
it?
civilian one.
Yeah, yeah. Real estate's pretty high, I guess, but, you know. Well, I can't really use the missile on anything. I need to know where the hell enemies are. That's why I got a scout. Hi.
Still thanks are not good against him.
I'm trying to run him over. Didn't work.
On my way. Moving out. Orders received.
Unit ready.
Orders
Destroy the GDI base.
Orders received.
Yeah, objective 1.5 is find the GDI base.
Sir. On my way.
Wait, what? Really? Is that real? Somebody told me that Daniel Keaton is not saying the truth.
You got it.
Unit lost.
Oh shit, these guys suck against base defenses apparently.
I think it's only in skirmish mode.
What?
Moving out.
What the fuck, man?
Moving out, sir.
Like, there's all sorts of
On my way.
global flags that you can change for every map, basically.
Moving out.
That is so asinine. What is the... Then you really are just like, there's no way you can scale with the amount of money that you're able to collect or whatever. Zerg? I don't get it.
Building.
Hello?
Base under
What are you doing?
Unit
Go get 'em.
lost.
No, these guys. Get them. Aw, man. You really fucked it up. You really screwed the pooch. And by you, I mean me.
Building. Construction complete.
Fuck that tree up, dude. And I need... So.
Building.
Like, for
Where
example,
is he going?
Insurrection-
What? Where are they going? Stop it.
Twisted Insurrection, which is a mod for this game, has that ability. You can build more to produce faster.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I thought was going on here, man.
Structure sold.
But, you know, it's okay. I have a legion
Well,
of infantry now.
We got survivors out of it, so we're good.
Yeah. Hey, what the... What?
Almost.
Well, fuck you. How about that?
Maybe you can put a silo up there?
Yeah, I could, but I'm tilted now, so it's not happening. Yeah, you don't get to order around. Yeah, pretty much. I thought about launching the missile over here, but I kind of wanted them to... I wanted to go over here and capture that, so I'd have more money. I guess it doesn't really matter that much, though.
Chemical missile ready.
This map,
Training.
generally, resource salvation doesn't any issue in this game at all.
Unit
In
ready.
fact, I would say they're a little too generous with resources.
Oh, well, I mean, it is the normal difficulty, I guess, but yeah, for sure. All right. Here, I'll launch a missile at this guy since I have so
Unit
many of them.
ready.
Bye! Oh, fuck, he just moved. Alright, well, he didn't attack, so that's cool. By the way, the chemical missile over here did nothing, apparently?
Was Daniel Keaton around in the stream before? I don't
No,
remember.
he's a new guy.
Hello and welcome.
Unless he's been watching silently up until now, just so that he could destroy us.
Training.
Or me, more likely.
Unit ready.
Oh, fuck.
We definitely appreciate other people who have knowledge about these games, as even though I'm technically
Unit ready.
a veteran of the franchise, I'm also just familiar with the lore too.
Unit lost.
Sir, on my way.
Yeah.
Not so
I
much
hear
just-
a lot of horrible death sounds. Oh, hello.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
There you go, we killed him. There's men over here. Ah! Stay away from him! He's
You can just force
very
fire.
violent. What? Why wasn't it letting me just shoot it? What the fuck? Why? 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 I want an
Well, the
explanation.
reason is that
Unit
basically this game has all sorts of aliens like that. There's more in the expansion. And,
Yeah, no, I know why they
are-
exist, but
same player as the civilians.
Oh,
So if you
what
are
the
not
fuck?
hostile to the civilians, then you are not hostile to the aliens either. But you can still force fire on them.
That's so goofy. All right, go
Unit ready.
kill something, will you? Oh shit! They're sending ends at me. Will you make APC for engineers? That's a good idea. And I'm a stupid idiot, so no. Wow, that engineer fucking lasted a while. If my engineers are half as sturdy as theirs, and can take 30 rockets to the skull and 10,000 shots directly to the face, then no.
Unit
I think
lost.
we got everything we need. I also think I need more weed eaters, so.
Building.
Hello.
Unit lost.
Alright, let's make some more men.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
No, I'm taking heavy fire. You're just a pretender, dude.
Unit lost. Unit
My
ready.
engineers are all
Unit
overweight.
lost.
That would explain their fucking movement speed. Check it out, dude.
Lost.
This is how much I trust.
No problem.
Unit ready.
You move your harvester. A mistake. No. The harvester cannot harvest.
He can harvest wherever he wants, okay? If he wants to harvest inside the enemy base, who am I to not allow him to do that? Fuck, they repelled my advance. It's okay, we'll just sit over here for a while.
Base.
It just now hit me that I've been using only infantry because I'm just totally
Unit ready.
paying attention here. Hi.
Unit ready.
You're playing the simulation.
Oh yeah.
Chemical missile ready.
Yeah, I'm using infantry and chemicals only. Wait, what? Hey,
Unit ready.
I'm trying to click on the minimap, dude. I really don't like that I have to use the left click.
Select target.
So silly. Just go over there, dude. We're gonna capture all that stuff.
Training.
Weed.
Building.
Dude. Oh,
Unit ready.
man, I love watching the harvesters just spin. In reality, too, the engineers have tools and plans in their packs, but in Tiberian sound, their backpacks just filled with
Unit
sandwiches.
ready.
Dude, these people sound like they're very, they take their job very seriously. Unlike these fucking weed eaters that are sitting here doing nothing. Oh, I already have a Tiberian waste facility. That must be what this is. Wait, what is this?
Chemical missile ready.
Yeah, that's the
Unit lost.
Why can I only have one? Hey,
those LOL XD.
Unit lost.
what are you guys waiting for?
They're in a queue.
Yeah, but there's nobody in there.
The one is coming. See?
Oh my
No.
god. How about first come, first serve basis? Not hey! Hey engineer, what are you doing? Repair the bridge, idiot. You fucking asshole, you slowing me down.
Unit
Alright.
ready.
I'm done yelling at my units for the next few seconds. There we go. Oh, spinning is right. Alright. What's up, dude? Hey, that's a nice escort you got there. It would be a shame if somebody lost all of his infantry trying to attack it. Hello. Pay no attention to the engineers running behind your assailants. Oh my goodness. Nice fucking men, dude.
They have a turret. Good shot.
No, they don't.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Quick, get in. Drop your sandwiches. Fuck! Dude, why do they have so many units? I didn't even attack their fucking man.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
That just tilts me. Why can I not fucking build new structures? What a waste of time.
Select target. Unit ready.
Fuck you.
Unit
I'm not using artillery. That's gay. Do I look like a homo?
Chemical missile ready.
Do I, Dynamo?
No.
Oh, okay. I look like a Nomo. That's what I look like. Oh, cool. I have the stealth tank. He was so stealthy I didn't even see him. Yes, you look like a
Training.
Homo sapiens.
Unit
You got me with that one, dude.
I think they
Unit ready.
nerfed artillery in the expansion.
Yeah, they do.
Building.
I don't want to be... See, it's a long con, man. I don't want to be over-reliant on them for later. You know what I mean?
Primary building set.
Alright.
Training. Select target.
Yeah, sometimes I can. I'm not really sure why.
So,
Using-
Daniel Keaton, are you just a Tiberian Sun fan, or are you like a member of the community?
I think you kind of trailed off there because unit ready, unit ready, unit ready, chemical missile ready, unit ready. You might want to ask the last part of that again.
Yeah, I was asking Daniel Keaton if he was just a Tiberian Sun fan, or he was a member of the community of Command and Conquer or something.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Okay. Come over here. Oh, hello. Bye.
I didn't actually. I generally use PPM site, the PPM website for news. I saw they posted a bunch of remastered news, but I didn't really check much. Honestly, I'm not really that interested in remastered.
Unit lost.
Like, I'm generally not really a fan of.
Chemical missile ready.
You cut out when you said you're generally not a fan.
Training. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Hey, fuck him up.
Training. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Oh, there you are. I heard something.
Yeah, I'm lagging, unfortunately. I was saying I'm not a big fan of remasters, unless they add the new content or really fix some of the game's biggest flaws.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're... Good luck ever finding something like that. I just got U'd by somebody. XBL0038002. That's a very cool
Yeah, I
name, dude.
used to play a bit of Generals Online and also Mental Omega. Mostly just with friends.
Something just got run over and I don't know what it was.
Silos needed.
Played a lot of Mental Omega. Stomps and
Select
Barely.
target. Training.
Did they actually edit the AI in Mental Omega?
Chemical missile ready.
I assume they wrote their own AI for the missions.
Unit ready.
Oh,
Unit ready.
Editing the Command and Conquer AI is very easy. You do it on the map file itself.
yeah, so it's more like Warcraft. Hey!
Unit ready.
Annihilation.
Well, boys, it's a good thing I have my engineering production facility still. Holy fuck. Dude, one man did all this destruction.
Unit ready.
It was probably more than one.
No, it was one.
Unit ready.
Yeah, I actually played 2 skirmish games, Mental Omega today,
Unit ready.
and I played against the R difficulty level AI, and
Unit ready.
yeah, it's basically they turtle like hell and they spam units endlessly.
Chemical missile ready. Select target.
All right.
Unfortunately, they choose to give the AI infinite money, Mental Omega.
Unit lost.
Yeah, what do you expect?
Hopefully your playthrough will convince them to change that.
I don't think so. I think I would have to demonstrate the advantages of not doing it. And unfortunately, there's not really that many advantages in actuality, so...
Because the AI is never going to be as smart as a human player.
Why the fuck is this happening to me? Why?
Building captured. Unit lost. Unit lost.
That's okay, dude. We'll make a new home somewhere.
I guess that's why you had the obelisk available.
It's okay, dude. We've already got a new home in the works.
New homo.
A new homo. I think we have enough of a force that it doesn't really matter that much. Alright, where's my engineer squad, dude? Check them out.
Silos needed.
I just have to find out where their shit is. Oh, hello.
Unit lost.
There's the construction yard.
Oh yeah. My construction yard.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Cannot deploy here. Unit lost.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck.
Have you?
Unit lost.
Oh, you're cutting out again?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Building.
Thanks for the base, asshole.
New construction options. Building. Unit lost.
The utter destruction of everything that they love.
Unit lost.
Dude, that man was spinning. Holy fuck.
New construction options. Building. Building. Construction.
Couple of these.
New construction options. Training.
We got this in the bag. I'll take that, whatever that is.
Building captured. Unit lost. Construction complete.
The fuck?
Unit lost.
Wait, why did my,
Lost.
why are my 8 units not, these artillery units or whatever? They're just doing nothing while this is happening, even though they're in range. It's very confusing. Alright, bye. Alright, well, I don't really need to know why, I guess. It's fine.
Unit ready.
Alright, we got Nod.
Unit ready.
Now you can make medics. No. Yeah, he may have gone AFK so that he didn't have to
Unit ready.
audibly witness the destruction of everything that he holds dear. Alright, I need to find something else to build here. Oh, I can build these. Cool. Alright, well, I know what I'm doing.
Building. Construction complete.
There. No, I have one of those. I can't build rocket troopers, unfortunately, so I'm stuck with fucking hoop thrower. God damn it.
Unit ready.
And then I'm stuck with these units that are sitting. Oh wait, I still have all these. That's
Unit
cool.
ready.
Wait. If I still have all these, why don't I have the missile? I guess the missile was predicated on me having the whatever that was called. Okay, bye. Just lure him in here. What is this? Enemy structure. Ah, that's real specific. It's predicated on me having the conversion facility or whatever, the waste facility. Get him.
Unit ready.
Bye.
Unit ready.
Wait. Oh, that's not even anything I can do anything with. That's EMP cannon. I can't capture it for whatever reason. Fuck you. They still have structures somewhere, presumably just up north. So we'll just start moving our artillery over there. Definitely a premium here.
Harvester under attack.
Oops. I tried to hit escape so that I could center at the, oops. Now I tab. Now I've really gone and done it, dude. Okay, let's try that again.
Harvester under attack.
Rather useless building, can't even disable deployed vehicles. Good to know. That they suck. Oh, hello. I'm glad I went through all of possible Tiberian fields right there. That was pretty hilarious.
Unit lost.
Fuck them up.
Unit lost.
So, wait, is this really everything that they have? Or?
Silos needed.
I think the lighting system that they added here is pretty cool. And fairly subtle. I guess we need more disruptors. Bye. Is it like a targeted spell or whatever, just like the missile strike thing that I was using earlier?
Unit ready.
I don't think I ever built it in the GDI campaign, so I don't remember.
Unit ready.
I still can't believe that
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it doesn't do what I thought it did. Oh wait, cool. There's something over here I can use. What is this? Oh, my cell tank.
Unit ready.
Guess we'll scout out with that. But yeah, I still can't believe that building more production structures doesn't give you any advantage beyond changing out where the units spawn from. I was already complaining about the fact that that even worked the way that I thought it did, and then it doesn't even do that, so it's even less enjoyable. Even less forgivable. Alright, time to throw some Coom lasers at these guys. Bye. Okay, looks like this quadrant of the map is actually populated.
On my way. Moving out. Orders received.
Has a big cast range and big radius. Hello. How's it hanging?
Unit lost.
Whoa, what the fuck? Where's this base been?
Unit lost.
This
I
base
have
is just... Yeah, you came back at a good time, dude. Check out my fucking base that's been sitting here doing nothing this whole time.
Unit lost.
That might not be a full base. Let me check.
Yes, sir.
Well...
Sir, moving out.
A war factory and 4 airfields. There's not even an MCV.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I need my artillery if I'm gonna storm that fucking front. But this man is spinning. Holy spin. What a mess. What's up here?
Harvester
Just more money, it looks like. I wonder why this even exists. Maybe if you scout it out or something, you can take a transport or something? I don't know. Why would that... Why would that exist at all? Alright, fuck that up.
They're sharing apparently YouTube links in the chat. I'm gonna save those. Might be of interest.
Okay, cool.
Am I still cutting off?
No, you seem fine now. I don't know how long that'll
Hopefully it
last.
lasts.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Unit ready.
Why did I have to tell them to deploy more than once? Get destroyed by my broken artillery. Thanks. Now I have the...
Artillery and raptors are probably the most lethal combination in the game.
Unit ready.
They seem pretty good, yeah.
Orders received. You got it. Standing by. Waiting orders. Nope. Waiting out and ready for action. Standing by. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, we did it. I think.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
We did it. We end it. Oh, maybe not. Still one hidden structure, some stupid obscure location. Where'd my stealth tank go? He's stealthy, guys! I can't find him!
On my way.
I probably may moved him down there. Do I have to kill their walls again?
Unit reporting. Yes, sir.
No, you don't have to.
Building.
What is this, by the way? Oh, that's the tech center.
I think there's power plants to the bottom left.
Why, man?
Orders received.
No, right next to your base.
Unit ready.
On my way.
Or the old enemy base.
No, it's my base. Oh, what the fuck? There's a man over here, too!
He was guarding the power plants. He knew they were important.
What the fuck?
Unit ready.
Moving out. Waiting. You got it. No problem.
What a functioning unit. Not broken at all.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Oh, hey, look, there's another man over here.
Sir. On my way.
Unit ready.
On my way. Waiting orders received. Sir. Yes, sir.
Secondary objective.
Annihilated. I actually don't see the YouTube link, but I think as long as other people can, then it's fine. I even have live chat instead of top chat. Ah!
Annihilate.
Dude, that guy will be hurting in the morning. Oh, there may be some background noise.
Oh, you lost a lot of units.
Yeah, I lost my whole base.
I want you to destroy the mammoth prototype GDI has constructed. They're praying it's their salvation. Remind them whose side the gods are on.
Well. What a mess.
Reinforcements have
So, are we not doing 9B then? We're just going on to 10?
Yeah, we are.
Oh. I don't
It's the
think...
sequel mission.
The sequel mission, okay. Well, that's not at all what Kane was just talking about in the opening cutscene, so we'll take a look at the briefing, I suppose. The road through this sector is a vital supply link. If a foothold is firmly established here and a Tiberium waste facility is built, non-chemical missiles can be launched from the region. The GDI base in the area has no defense against the missiles and can be destroyed at your leisure once the waste convoys start arriving. Establish a base and build a Tiberium waste facility. This seems like an actual tutorial mission for the previous mechanic as opposed to what we just played, but alright.
Well, not sure.
Yeah, it definitely seems like this should have been...
unit lost.
The playthrough I'm following mentioned the other mission first, so that's what I figured we will play. It was also A, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but we've always started with B and then gone back to A, which is why I was confused initially.
Construction
Oh,
complete.
did we? I forgot.
Yeah.
I guess.
New
It's fine.
Doesn't matter.
Just means this one will be a cakewalk, dude. Finished with 1000%
At least it's
efficiency.
macro. That's what counts.
Yeah, and it didn't even have a stupid micro section before it. Hello. Bye.
The micro sections in Warcraft 3 are just unbelievable.
Oh!
Oh,
What a nice
that
one.
was an ace shot.
New construction options.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Sniper.
Building.
Sniper levels.
Construction complete.
Sniper turret, dude.
Building.
So, Daniel Keaton, do you play Twisted Insurrection? Is that popular in PvP? I've been playing the campaign somewhat.
Yeah, we're still not sure if we're gonna run that one for the channel, but
Complete. New construction options.
Maybe
Sure, I
after
could be
Mental
persuaded.
Omega. We'll see.
Construction complete. You must build a Tiberian waste facility to store. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost.
go, go, go.
Unit lost.
Good as done, dude.
Training. Unit ready. Building.
Twisted Insurrection is very interesting in that they remade almost the entire game graphically. They
Really?
changed almost every graphic and they like did them from scratch, I think, most of them. And they actually look very good.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
It's by far the most ambitious project in terms of visuals.
right, yeah. That sounds even more ambitious than what you told me Mental Omega was doing, so...
Well, Mental Omega is bigger in scale. Twisted Insurrection has fewer missions and fewer units and whatnot. The story is much simple, much more simple rather. But my main problem is, from what I've played at least, is that there's way too much grind, which is something the developers themselves have acknowledged that it's a problem, but I don't think they fixed it yet. It hasn't been updated
New
since
construction
2017.
Mm.
They do plan to update it at some point, I just don't know when.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they even made its own soundtrack.
Construction complete.
So why is there
Twisted
random
Insurrection.
pavement in this area? Like, I just
Guess
now
there was a
realized... Well, I guess, yeah.
Building.
What's pretty cool is that Frank Lepaki is the man who made most of the Command & Conquer soundtracks, which for the most part I think are pretty good. I don't like the first game's soundtracks, but the others I think are pretty decent. And he actually made a track for Twisted Insurrection, like he went over this way to contribute a track for the mod, which is pretty nice.
Unit ready.
That is pretty cool. Nice to get that official recognition from
Yeah,
Building.
the developers of the game that you're working so hard to mod.
Options.
So, yeah, it's pretty neat.
On hold. Building.
I think he did, but I never played that game. I only played Dune 2000, which I think also has music by him. Annihilate.
How did they think that this was a reasonable unit, honestly? What a bunch of pranksters.
Insufficient funds. Building.
Alright. Well, we've got our economy operational anyways. I have not really felt threatened by the AI here. Even when I was losing my base in the previous mission, it was like, you know, 1 or 2 unit attack waves of really high level units. I never really seem to see any resistance. And obviously I am playing on normal because hard... Maybe it does improve the AI in some way, but it also actually modifies the stats, like it makes units weaker as far as I know. At least that's what I was told. And so assuming that that is accurate, I didn't find that interesting whatsoever. So I steered pretty clear of that. But
Well, the game is pretty easy. I mean, it would be easy if not for the micro maps, which are just nightmares. And the
Right.
timers. Fortunately, there's not that many timers, but there should be none.
hey, what's up, Consti? Who gave that dislike? I don't know. I was yelling about some shit earlier, so who knows?
Construction.
Maybe it was you. Maybe you're a fraud emoji as opposed to a frog one. You ever think of that?
Building.
Also, can I even use this Tiberian waste facility? I don't have weed eaters.
You can build them once it's running.
Oh, I need the waste facility to build them. Okay, I guess that makes sense. All right, we'll put it right at the outskirts of our base here because that's not a vulnerable place. I need to find. Wait, what?
Oh, I guess the briefing did mention that you're supposed to wait for them. Or whatever that means.
Okay, whatever you say, man. Well, I'm not really gonna be. I'm not super interested in waiting forever, so I'm just gonna grab a bunch of.
Convoy truck lost.
What? What was that? Fill her up, pump and go. Now that's suggestive. Well, I'm just gonna deploy some artillery at key places and then just mass up a bunch of artillery and infantry like I did last time. So. We'll see how far that gets us. Seems like the replacement to the artillery, or the tick tank infantry move.
Unit ready.
I guess tick tank is less micro, but obviously.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Weed. Was I supposed to clear the
It's like
roads?
The convoy, basically, they get annihilated.
Harvester under attack.
There's all units guarding the path.
Why are they
Harvester under attack.
so ineffective somehow?
Base
Suddenly.
under attack. Convoy truck lost.
At least I don't get annihilated for losing the convoy or something equally silly. Alright, clearly we need more artillery for base defense purposes. I thought we would be fine with the number that we have, but
Training.
they actually started attacking with some numbers of units. Yeah, they have like a whole bunch of units just lying around doing nothing.
Unit ready.
They're pre-placed, meant to destroy the convoy.
Yeah.
Training.
So it would seem...
And yeah, every civilian building has its own name in this, but not in the other two.
That's strange.
Ready.
I guess here they just used a bunch of jokes for the names. Or a bunch of references.
Unit ready.
Developers.
Yeah, they named all of the kids in the game after kids of developers. Warcraft 3.
Building. Convoy truck lost.
Another convoy truck has been lost. Oh no.
Training. Unit ready.
I still can't believe I have to slowly,
Unit ready.
very slowly produce units out of a single war factory.
Unit
So
ready.
goofy.
Training.
Did they change that in the expansion, if the chat knows?
Unit ready.
I hope so.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Reinforcements have arrived.
Awaiting order. Infantry reporting.
I really hope so. Give me some reason to actually engage with the game's macro. Yeah, the AI gets stat buffs. That's on hard. Is, I assume the context of that. I wasn't looking at chat for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, they gave the example that one of the GDI micro maps we played where there was the female sniper,
Lost.
and someone mentioned that
Lost.
on hard difficulty it takes much longer to kill enemy infantry.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
An absolute annihilation of a man there. Do I have any air, like anti-air fighters or something?
Unit ready.
The stealth tanks, I believe. You can target there.
No, I mean anti-air air units because their bombers are psychotic.
Oh no.
Ready.
Great.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Well, I guess we'll slowly push out and sacrifice 1 billion infantry in the name of Nod.
Unit lost.
Like, look.
Unit lost.
And they have more than one, so I don't know what the fuck I'm meant to do against that.
Unit
You'll
ready.
probably lure them in an attack cycle and build SAM sites in your base and annihilate the other way.
Yeah, maybe. I just don't know how many hits my artillery can take before they get annihilated.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
But I guess we'll find out.
They're smoking cigars in those flying vessels.
What the fuck? Is that a reference or something?
They were just smoking while flying.
Ah,
Looked fun.
I thought you were. That's like a something like a B movie quote or something.
It was, Cuban cigarettes or something, so
Unit ready.
I faked the Cuban accent.
Ah, makes sense. Perfect. Our slow march continues. Fucking destroyed.
Convoys up lost.
Kind of low on money now, so I think I'm gonna start grabbing more harvesters for distance mining, since it seems to just be what I have to do.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
I also should grab something that can scout ahead.
I'll be back in 5 minutes, gonna eat some food.
Sure. So these butterflies are what you were talking about, Jankovic? They're pretty slow to move, so even if I had access to them, they wouldn't really be great
Have arrived. Unit ready.
counters, I don't think. Cool. Glad I knew what you were talking about.
Unit ready.
Alright, get mining, boy. Just trying to clear out these sandbags so I can actually see what the hell's happening here. See, if I could build turrets in the middle of the battlefield with workers or something, this would basically be... Well, I guess I would have to be able to lay spider mines or something as well, but this would basically be Terran. Very, very powerful strategy, of course. Bye.
Reinforcements
Oh,
have arrived.
no.
Cannot deploy.
Man, I really don't feel like I have great fine control over these units and whether or not they deploy. Like, I'm trying to get them to attack something, and since left click is the same thing as an action, like move is the same, like that. I'm trying to get them to pull, start shooting shit, and instead I just get annihilated.
Unit lost. Convoys up lost.
That's okay, I guess. Alright. We're slowly making this happen. I'm gonna grab an engineer and start capturing some shit. Said harvester under attack, but I assume that my homos at home took care of business. Fortunately, they don't seem to have too much money anymore, so we must have sniped their harvester at some point.
Unit ready.
If I were a real epic gamer, I would pre-build an obelisk of light. Hello.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, fuck. Dude, they really, I stirred the fucking beehive somehow. The fuck? Oh, that was a technician or something?
Building captured. Construction.
Alright, I thought there would be more resistance here, but I'll still deploy this obelisk. I was gonna say I'll pre-build an obelisk of light and slap it down there. And I did, but it didn't end up rewarding me because there was nothing here, so it was not quite the epic gamer moment I was hoping for. But I can still do this silly shit, so still pretty cool, I guess. I can run over the sandbags. Do artillery, are they able to run over it? Oh, fuck. Don't worry, it's okay. I can just capture one of their power plants. Oh, man. There we go. See? Told you. There we go. G equals guard, so you don't have to try to click on the Orca fighters when they come by. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, the resolution is actually... It's not the only problem, because I actually have a different issue where I'm not playing it at full screen. So it's being captured at full screen, but that's not the resolution I'm playing it at. So even though it looks like I should be playing better, I'm not really able to express just how amazing at RTS as I am. Because I'm actually running it in a windowed mode. That's about half the size of my screen. Because I wasn't able to... Well, people were saying that it was hard to see the action when I was playing it at native 1920 by 1080. And so I lowered the resolution, but that obviously meant that I had... Like, I wasn't able to hook it in windowed, or whatever it was. There was some OBS malfunction somewhere. Maybe I just fucked something up, which is entirely within the realm of possibility. But we just opted to go for it the way it is now. I should be able to just walk in here and take everything they own. They don't seem to have any money, so... Aside from whatever basic shit that they have. It'll now just be about slowly dealing with whatever structures they have pre-placed on the other sides of the map. The real question is, can this build artillery? Probably not, so I'll just start building disruptors instead. I think we're gonna finish the game in this one, but that might be useful for the other, the Firestorm campaign. It depends on how late Dynamo is available to stream. He's over in Italy, so it's a 6-hour time difference. There's actually no money over here, I just realized. So I don't even know why I bothered picking everything up here. Alright, we will continue to, fuck these guys up. So what I want to know is, why did I not get control over the weed eaters in the beginning of this, instead of like them being AI controlled or whatever? It seems like a more reasonable solution than what we wound up dealing with this whole time. Okay, here we go. We found something or other. Need to find my harvesters. There we go.
Unit ready.
Hey, fuck them up. But yeah, G is something I should be pressing more often. I'm just used to units behaving like normal units. Like, to me, a normal RTS unit... I come from StarCraft. And so, if a unit is less precise than something in StarCraft, I'm usually immediately critical of the game's engine. That's why one of the reasons why I really despise Warcraft 3's unit movement, because it's so bad.
Unit ready.
It has that invisible pathfinding system associated with it that prevents it from being handled in a way that would be nice.
Unit lost.
Whereas in Brood War, even though units have really silly pathfinding at times, they more or less attempt to go to where you tell them to go at the very least, so... in this case, I have to use left click for everything, so it's really even more confusing to me. I should be holding Control-Alt. Oh, that's it? Holy shit, guys, we found attack move! Yeah, I had no idea that that even existed. Why is that Control-Alt? Well, I'll be using that for the rest of the game. Thanks. Holy fuck. Dude, that's gonna trivialize everything. Like, so much of this game has been made way more difficult than it had to be. Oh, in short distances. So what happens if I do this? From a further away distance, do they, like, move normally instead of attack move? I guess.
Building.
Also, I don't know what am I missing here? Besides the stuff in the top right, probably. I can't click in a shroud, okay.
Reinforcements have arrived.
They'll move all the way to that spot, okay.
Sir, moving out. On my way.
Gotcha. Well, that's useful information, man. Yeah, that's like way more responsive than it's like AI attack move in StarCraft, and it's way more responsive than what I've been dealing with. So, many thanks.
Sir, yes, sir. Orders received.
I wish it wasn't a thing where I had to specify 3 extra keys.
Secondary objective
Whatever.
achieved.
Oh, dude, what even is that? What is that unit? Is that like supposed to be some tank or something? Oh, we get to watch this epic cutscene again. Ooh. Wow. Oh, that's a devil's tongue? I just assumed it was. Dynamo said that the devil's tongue was the flame tank, so I never bothered using them because they seemed retarded. I guess they can submerge under the ground or something.
I'm lending you a squadron of attack fighters from my elite guard. I want you to destroy the mammoth prototype GDI has constructed. They're praying it's their salvation. Remind them whose side the gods are on.
It was less dramatic when you said it the second time, dude. Unfortunately, we don't actually get to have any bonus from those side missions that we're doing because we decided to add in this like mod thing that allows us to actually have a mission selection screen. So, looks like we are destroying the Mammoth Tank Mark II prototype, and then we have 3 more missions after this. So, stay tuned. Let's take a look. I'm just going to quickly check out the briefing. GDI is set to test the prototype of their new weapon, the Mammoth Mark II. It is vital that we sabotage the production of this monster as soon as possible. Before we can do that, however, we need to know where the test is being held. Send a chameleon spy into one of the radar facilities. The coordinates to the testing ground should be stored there. Be careful of the patrols in the area. We only have 1 spy available. Once we have the location of the test, construct a base and destroy the prototype. You now have access to the new Banshee aircraft, which should prove useful. Destroying the remainder of the GDI base is at your discretion, but the Mammoth must be destroyed. Okay. So, I can't believe I have a chameleon spy. I hate my micro missions. Oh boy. They have paper armor, but they rape buildings. Gotcha. Hello. Does this guy... It doesn't look like he can attack. Alright, time to scout around like a Mongol. Since my, my living, breathing manual is not here. My cheat code guide. The objective, I have to find a radar dome and infiltrate it with this Mongo. Mongo man. Looks like we found a base, or an area. An area. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's not a radar dome, though. I've never seen that before, actually. Oh, it's called Comm Center. Maybe that is that's Upgrade Center. Okay, well, not what we want anyways. I even built it? You, actually. So I can't step into these gimmick zones. I don't know what a comm center is. Maybe this is it. Let's try it. Oh, that's what it was. It's not the upgrade center. Now watch the effectiveness against ground units, says GDI. Yeah, except if there's any elevation at all, it just gets annihilated.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay. Great. Thanks. I kind of wish I had scouted out for more info, but...
Moving out. Waiting orders. Sir, on my way. Sir, orders received. Waiting order. Moving out. Orders received. On my way. Orders received.
Fuck him up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On my way.
Unit lost.
Orders
Okay, bye.
received. Yes, sir. Sir, sir. Unit ready.
Alright, time to scout over here.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir.
New construction options.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Ah!
Construction complete.
Ah!
On my way. On my way.
Unit lost.
Unit waiting orders.
Construction complete. Training. Unit ready.
Oh, okay, bye. One of them is going to my spawn for some reason.
Unit ready. Base under attack.
Cool. Cool that they immediately sent some sort of response squad.
Construction complete.
But really, they should just be marching that thing over here and annihilating me with it, so... I'm immediately kind of removed of any immersion, if I'm honest. One of the problems with the feeling of these missions is that the AI always starts out with an obscene amount of stuff in terms of, like, advantages. They always have so many advantages. And something I like to do when I make my own missions is make it so that the AI has you have a reason to not be immediately, like, attack moved by the AI's billions of starting units, right? And that reason usually is they don't have a billion starting units, you know? Because you can't just say the enemy's incompetent, because then it's... I mean, you could, but it's kind of a silly thing to make your AI, right? So you don't want that to be the case. But that's the only conclusion I can draw. It's not like these guys are being held up by something else. So...
I have returned.
Hey, welcome back, dude. We found a attack move, thanks to Daniel Keaton. It's not really attack move; it's guard area, but in short distances, apparently, like as long as you can see what's going on. Oh wait, I didn't need to build a radar. Well, I guess I needed it for artillery, but apparently in short distances, or at least where you have vision, it will be acting as attack
I
move.
don't think it works very well in this engine, but I could be wrong.
Oh, it was pretty effective in the last mission when he mentioned it, but we'll really be using this mission as a test bed. I was just commenting on the fact that they have the Mammoth Mark II in this mission, and it's demonstrated to just one-shot every unit, besides, like, Mammoth tanks or something. And, well, all my infantry are out of position now, so that's great.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Well, epic. Very spectacular. Yeah, so the... I was just commenting on the fact that they should just be A-moving that. A-moving me with it. Instead of whatever the hell they're doing right now.
I think they're just keeping it in the warehouse or whatever.
Yeah. Which doesn't exactly make sense. I wonder if I can sell these for money. Might be a use for them. Guess we'll test that theory. I definitely need to be distance mining in the late stages. At least what? Another macro map? Yeah.
Yeah.
What game do I make missions for? Brood War. I am the premier campaign designer. If I don't say so myself. But a lot of help from the community. What little there is left of us. It's not nearly, as far as I've been led to believe anyways, it's not nearly as robust as...
Unit lost.
Oops. I keep trying to hit spacebar to figure out what... Ah, shit! There we go.
Lost.
Oh, hello.
Unit lost.
We're getting annihilated by disc throwers.
You should sell that building you captured. It will send you on low power.
I don't know how much I earned from it, but it's fine. I earned survivors. That's what counts.
But yeah, the Command & Conquer modding community is pretty sizable. Unfortunately, many projects are just stuck in limbo, but that's kind of to be expected.
Yeah.
It's like that with every game.
Training. Unit ready.
Alright.
Unit ready.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and start producing a bunch of harvesters because I have to distance mine. At least to get over there. This actually seems like a fairly low econ map. I still can't believe they draw the smoke over the health bar. That's so annoying.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Dawn of Tiberian Age is a mod that's very active. I see.
Yeah, that's a remake of the first two games.
Yeah.
One Conquer 1 and the other one on this engine.
Ah, yes. I think you sent me screenshots of those. Hey, what's up, Wajuk? If you're still there. Woo Jake. Sorry, I mispronounced your name. Over on the Twitch
But
stream.
that's a completely unique campaign, although it's more like single missions rather than a.
I definitely
long
need some
storyline.
artillery, given the number of units they're sending at me. See, I'm not attack moving, so I'm gonna have some tough times over here, man.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
There's a very impressive looking mod that's called Tiberian Odyssey or Odyssey. It's been in development since like 2005 or maybe even earlier, and it's still not released. Like, come the fuck on.
Yeah, you have to wonder how active development actually is. Oh, cool. There's a base over here that somehow my units knew about, even though I
The
didn't.
reason is that people are just busy with university or kids or whatever, which is understandable. But at that point, if I were the developers, I will just release what I have and
Building.
let someone take over, basically, if they want to. Just release them as open assets, basically.
Right, yeah. Even if you are going to continue working on it, probably
Yeah.
makes the most sense. I still don't like that I can't rotate the structures.
Training.
I guess their sexuality is set in stone.
Building. Insufficient funds.
Just casually spend all of my money by accident. Well, now we have an unkillable defense. Actually, why don't we just use this against the, we'll slowly
Oh, yeah.
advance.
Unit ready.
Global Crisis looks like $1 million, but I don't think it's anywhere near close to release.
Unit report. Yes, sir.
Like, that mod looks fucking amazing. It actually has some of the best 2D artwork I've seen in a while. It
Unit
just
lost.
looks very fucking good.
Infantry reporting. Unit ready, sir.
Well, we can slowly destroy this bridge with artillery shots.
Unit ready. Orders received.
It is interesting that there are so many different projects that
Unit yes, sir. Yes, sir.
are still being actively developed. There's really not too much in the form of like high-end stuff in Brood War anymore, which is kind of unfortunate.
I think one important aspect of modding in general is tradition. People are going to follow tradition, like people are going to see mods and they're going to try and make similar mods.
Right, yeah.
So in that sense, we can argue that the Flame Knife is actually a curse upon the StarCraft community, in that there's actually been an influence for other campaigns.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can't really argue that. I mean, there's campaigns that came out well after it that were, that actually listed it as influences. Forget about, like, what was
Yeah,
just...
exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, there was a man
it's
on
been
this. What the fuck?
Unit ready.
It's been a real bad influence, as people looked at that and said, I want to make stuff like that instead of making actual
Construction.
RTS content. In terms of Command and Conquer modding, most of it has actually been about skirmish rather than...
Well, that's what most of the Brood War stuff has been about, too. It's just when you have a situation where you have a mod that's that has campaign aspects to it. What the fuck?
Captured.
Oh, they captured my man.
Training.
I guess I should probably have some artillery units.
But yeah, basically Mental Omega started off as a skirmish mode, and then it became a
Base under attack.
campaign mode.
I don't think I even have anything that's effective against infantry for base defenses. But yeah, that's usually what happens with Brood War stuff as well. Is you'll see either they're expressly a campaign and they almost never change anything substantial, or they're a melee mod or a total conversion or something. And it sort of goes from, like, if maybe there's some fleeting interest in making a campaign, and there's never really been too many points where you've seen projects that do both. There's been a couple of examples, but they haven't really been that noteworthy
Yeah, I
in terms of
think
quality.
You did a playthrough of one of them.
Yeah,
Some
it was anime.
shall feed, like...
Yeah, yes, we are filled with great hunger. That one.
I don't know what that was about.
That was anime. It was a tie-in to his anime
I
campaign.
think that project, from what little I'd seen of it, had some interesting concepts.
Training.
Like in terms of some of the map design, especially since it's a very old project from my understanding. It seemed
Yeah, it's
to have
2002, I think, is when it came out. Oh, the church.
some pretty nice ideas, but it was obviously unfinished and it was anime, so
Yeah.
that's a blight.
No, I mean, we're talking about a Total Conversion, Jantrovic. The Total Conversion had a bunch of new assets. It was a tie-in to an anime campaign that did also have some assets that were converted from anime or something. The one that we just played recently, Vision of the Future, doesn't have any custom assets, obviously, besides the audio, but like some Brood War beta structures or something that got imported in. There's no client, as far as I'm aware. I'm probably going to look into making some sort of peer-to-peer connection tool so that we can have some sort of multiplayer for a co-op project I'm working on, which is like the biggest project that I've worked on in a long time, and probably one of the biggest ones that the game in general has seen. But you're not really going to see too much out of it until it's released, like maybe later on this year. Will be the first major release. You have actual anime models, yeah. Exactly. What were you gonna ask? Sorry, I didn't know.
Basically, obviously, we have not yet looked at, since we have not yet played any Command & Conquer mods, but once you will see that new mods have basically completely removed the original menus, and they basically made a new client that replaced it entirely, so they could have new functions.
Right, yeah. It's pretty much what I would want to do as well, considering the age of Brood War and how ill-suited it is for being for gameplay in the modern age. Holy fuck.
Unit lost. Unit
Okay, well, I guess I didn't need that tech center.
building.
Well, I actually didn't need that tech center, apparently. Hello.
Unit lost.
What a fucking comedy of errors.
Harvester under attack.
Probably some SAM sites would be good here.
Harvester under attack.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to bomb me and throw butterflies at me.
Training.
At the same time, at least.
Complete. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Unit
Next game is Battlecry 3. After this, yeah.
construction complete. Unit lost.
After Firestorm, that is.
Unit lost.
What is next after the first one?
Construction
Battlecry 3.
complete.
Oh,
Because 3.
Ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
So, I still don't understand how I'm slowly marching against this giant enemy thing that's supposed to one-hit me anyways. But, we'll see, I guess.
you can build Banshees, which are very good against the Mammoth and vehicles in general.
Yeah, I'm good on Dustin Browder's Wet Dream there. But maybe if I have to. As far as I know, there's only one expansion of Tiberian Sun.
Yeah, there's only Firestorm. As a kid, when I played Tiberian Sun, I had the unpatched version, which is actually way less functional than this. For example, it doesn't let you save the game in skirmish mode. And the patched version. And I always really found that annoying. And it also doesn't support, drawing walls. Like, you build a piece of wall and then you automatically fill in the blanks, basically.
Oh, okay.
You've seen that, I think. And the unpatched version doesn't allow that. So it was way less functional than this. And I never played the expansion back then.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
I only briefly played it once.
Unit ready.
Never completed it.
Unit ready.
Well, I guess it'll be a new experience for both of us.
Under attack.
Yeah.
I've just been
Played a
receiving
bit of the
non-stop...
GDI campaign. It does at least have some new terrain tiles, so there will be some more visual variety.
Oh, that's good. My Harvester was under attack, but I think it got annihilated by something. Whatever was attacking you. Okay, so we're just slowly aggressing against this thing. I don't even know where it went. It's hiding.
Unit ready.
By spawner, you mean something that's like immediately launches the game from like the editor, or?
Silos needed.
It's basically
I'm
windowed mode. It's basically a new menu, a completely new menu. That's not from the game itself. It's a completely different software, basically, which, however, communicates with the main game. So when you select the campaign mission or the skirmish mode with the settings you want, the multiplayer game, it launches according to the settings that the
Okay.
external program tells it to, and then it launches into the actual game. And then when you leave the gameplay, it sends you back to the external
Unit ready.
menu thing. It actually works very well.
Unit ready.
That's pretty good.
Training. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Sounds pretty useful for just general purposes.
Yeah,
Unit lost.
all the major mods use it.
Well, I imagine, yeah. Where is this thing? Is it hiding?
I guess it's behind that gate.
Training.
I guess so.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost.
I'm trying Control Alt and it's not exactly working.
Lost.
Maybe it was less exciting than.
It doesn't work with the deployed units, since they can't exactly.
I'm not using the plugins. I have my infantry selected. They're in separate control groups.
Silos needed.
Oh, Daniel Keaton is saying that if you get around to making a spawner for Brood War, you can use some of the Command and Conquer launcher, like the third-party launcher code, if you need to.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I would definitely look into that later on, because having... I don't know exactly what you guys have added to the feature list, but it would be nice to have some sort of hub that would let you just... it would like read a directory from your hard drive or something, and then allow you to launch any mod you wanted or whatever.
The first mod to use it was Dawn of the Tiberian Age, which is called DTA. So that's why it's called the DTA launcher.
Right, yeah.
The mod team then allowed other mods to use it as they pleased. It's open source.
Unit lost.
They don't seem to be repairing, so I assume they just have no money. They'll have a little bit now that they sold some stuff, I guess. But
Infantry reporting. No problem, sir.
Yeah, they don't even seem to be attacking anymore.
yeah, this map is very strange.
I'm on it.
Hey, look, there it is. Bye.
Unit lost.
what a mission.
I like how the terrain is getting completely annihilated.
The terrain is also not even remotely similar to what happened here. Like, we were in an ice world or something, and then they just reused a defeat cutscene from one of the GDI missions that was set in a Badlands map or something, so good job. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that at some point. We have a couple of tool developers in the community, but I don't know if any of them... I don't think any of them are familiar with other RTS communities. So I'd probably have to find somebody who's familiar with that, like on the back end, and talk them into helping me out.
I'll show you some modding links for Command and Conquer later, like so
Okay.
you can get an idea of some of the stuff that's been done.
Nice.
Hammerfest must be crushed.
Hammerfest.
It is well defended. The Brotherhood has been unable to penetrate the
Let me actually restart the mixer as I'm way behind now.
Oh.
Cabal. Analyze Hammerfest integrity.
I'm pretty sure.
Are impenetrable.
Basically, there is a sort of modding enhancement tool
Element elements.
for the Command and Conquer games. I believe Brood War has it too now, where you don't need to edit the XC files and you can just inject code while the game is running. You
No.
told me that at least. Or no?
All mods are like that. All mods inject code at map launch or exe launch.
Mods that are older like Flame Knives instead just had to modify the exe,
No,
which is what
we can't modify the exe. We inject. All of our code is built on top of the exe. So you launch the exe launches, and then before like any real major functions start, the code overwrites all the old functions.
Oh, okay.
So it's a code injection tool. That's why it gets picked up by antiviruses, because it injects the code into an exe that's technically already launched.
Yeah.
And so everybody, all like antiviruses, Windows Defender, everything picks it up immediately.
Yeah, it works the same way with Command and Conquer, and they basically for Red Alert 2 they did Ares, and I believe for Tiberian Sun there is an equivalent, but I don't remember what it's called. Maybe Daniel Keaton can tell us if he knows.
Yeah, we'll have to. See, my dream world would involve something to the effect of like actually being able to hot swap, like you know how like in StarCraft you have a mission selection screen or like a map selection screen for playing custom stuff, and then you have the actual like when you're in game it's separate. My dream would be able to just exit out of the map and then like hot swap a file into it without having to reload the entire exe, but we can't do that with the current setup. I don't know if that's something that's possible in Command & Conquer.
I'm not sure.
But I imagine that's really, really difficult to make happen. You'd have to like somehow refresh the exe or something. Like there would have to be some weird backend stuff. The actual way that you interact with modding Brood War is so primitive, so it probably is significantly more smooth when you're modding something else. But Brood War is a way better game than every other RTS I've played, so it's kind of like you have to take the good with the bad in that case.
Yeah.
What's up, Don Svetlio? How you doing, dude? So we're apparently going to capture Jake McNeil.
He is the brother of the main character of the GDI campaign.
Oh, okay.
Reinforcements have arrived.
What are these? Oh, I've got to do another stealth micro stupid idiot mission?
I guess so.
So what is this? Where am I going?
I think those are, I don't know, tranquilizer rifle soldiers. I actually completed the Node campaign when I was a kid, but the memories are very, very faint.
Yeah.
I do remember this mission vaguely. I didn't really understand what I was supposed to do. But eventually,
Hi.
through trial and error and just generally save scamming, I did it. I do think we're supposed to capture a base. Let's see the walkthrough again.
Ah! Wait, what? What are these things? Dude, what? What the fuck? So how am I supposed to get in here? I'm really
I guess
confused.
you can blow the wall open.
Maybe I'm supposed to bypass the defenses. Maybe I'm in a I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I can read this short walkthrough description if you want.
Timer started.
When you start, you have 3 GDI APCs with 3 toxin soldiers. Load the toxin soldiers into the empty APC. Now head west, keeping as south as possible. Keep going west until you find a shootable cliff wall. It can only be destroyed by the one rocket infantry inside the APC with your toxic soldiers. So I guess that's what we were supposed to do.
Well,
there's a cliff somewhere.
Fuck.
Let me look at the map to see what it is.
Well, it sounded like you just looked at something very different. Fuck. Wait, what reinforcements did I get? Maybe this can still be done. Can I deselect my fucking men, please?
I see what it is on the map. It's do you see that ruined building? The
no, you'll have to tell me in a second because I gotta restart.
Reinforcements have arrived. Stealth is key.
I'm ready. On it. Waiting orders. Moving
I assume it's like
west,
all the way on the bottom or
right
something.
here. Just right in front of you should be here. Like, just keep going to the left for now.
That was complete luck, by the way.
Should be after these glaciers. Yeah. To the left of this building, there's a destroyable cliff.
I
That's it.
love gimmicks.
Okay.
Sir?
Now you're supposed to capture the whole base, basically.
Well, yeah, it did start with 10 engineers.
Once the construction yard is yours, the guns stop working. Guns meaning base defenses against...
Why? 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 Dude, what the fuck? There is no reason for that.
I don't know, man.
Building captured.
Imagine if that's a lie. That would be
Building
funny.
captured. Base under attack.
Oh no!
Building captured.
Rifleman.
Not survivors.
Building captured.
You can still capture the barracks. Oh, so maybe the timer starts if you get caught by the spotlight?
Captured.
I don't know. Maybe the timer is stupid. Oh, I have no money.
Cancelled.
What? Who's this? What?
So you're now camouflaged as GDI? Let's see what else it says.
I have no men. I have no money.
Now when Jake enters the base, shoot him with the toxin soldiers. Was that Jake?
No, that wasn't Jake. That was just some man. Oh,
I think that's him on the top.
what this?
Yeah, that's gotta be him. Just shoot him with the toxin soldiers.
Secondary objective achieved. Base.
Get into the APC and evacuate him.
Bye!
Start.
What a mission. Nice beacon, dude.
Unit lost.
Why? Why?
This mission is actually huge, but I guess only this part is used. Like, there's a massive detail map. It's weird.
Unit lost.
He's taking the road, man. He knows he'll go faster. He's a smart man. Smart driver.
Dude, they probably made the fucking drunk guy drive. What?
Get in the APC.
Tertiary objective achieved.
Wait. Oh, Dingleberries says capture the
Short
silos.
microphone.
I don't know if I'm gonna follow the advice of a man named after wet piece of toilet paper on your balls, but alright, man. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, dude? Welcome. I didn't even see the silos, so I probably should have. I guess that would have given me money. There you go. You're my save name.
Sorry to interrupt your patrol, soldier. I'm not gonna talk.
We only have 2 missions left.
It's pretty exciting.
We don't need you to talk.
Look at this man.
We need you to listen.
I should have gotten captured a long time ago.
Ho ho! He's gay.
Brother doesn't think much of you, Jake. I was just curious. How is it he's a hotshot commander and you're the smart one? If you believe your propaganda, you won't believe this. But the Brotherhood is only interested in peace.
Your brother's in it for the glory. A real hero fights for peace.
I want peace.
We need you, Jake. We see what GDI doesn't.
What kind of toxin was in there, man?
And we're willing to give you everything to come fight for us.
What's up, Dust90? You got it. You got it going on, dude. You know what's up.
Respect.
Don't make me look at that. What's wrong with these people?
From the inside.
Hi.
I did it. The perimeter will be down in an hour. All clear in an hour.
Nice work.
Take Amethyst, Slavic. Bring it to its knees. You will find in your control
Listen.
ICBM launching platforms. You must get them to their assigned points inside the base.
GDI's Philadelphia space station will orbit overhead 3 times. You must get all 3 ICBMs in place and fire them before the 3rd orbit is complete, or they will have time to target and destroy you.
When the battle is finished, we will be victorious, and the technology of peace shall flow across the land.
Oh man, technology of peace, by the way. Piece of that ass. Eh? Just totally came up with that one all on my own, man. Didn't have any help.
Control offline.
Isn't this the last mission? No, I don't think so. We got.
There's 2.
Yeah, there's
last
illegal
one.
data transfer, dude.
This is the we want, and then it's a new beginning.
Dude, that was that cutscene was an illegal data transfer. I'll put it to you that way. Micro. Hello. Dude, we got to find the communication upgrade centers. I almost just said a bad word by accident. Real Freudian slip. Hi.
This appears to be a short map.
Hi.
Could probably just avoid it.
Why? Why do these men live forever?
Unit lost.
We found him.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Hold on, I have to. Shh.
Is that a destroyable cliff?
It is, but I have to blow this up first, or they'll see me. They won't really, but I just wanted to blow it up. Hi. He has the codes, dude. Now what? Oh yeah, I should look at the briefing. GDI started the firing codes for its ion cannon in three separate comm centers. The centers are isolated in a valley and poorly guarded. We do not have forces available for a full-scale assault for some reason. Alright, listen, dude. 3.
They had to do it. They had to express their admiration for Blizzard.
Oh! Alright, dude. 3. Alright, so don't go that way, basically. That's what I'm gathering. Did we...
Gatherers.
Well, yeah, exactly. Dude.
Yeah, basically just go to the south of there instead of north.
Hey!
Unit lost.
Why do these men take forever to die?
Yeah, there's just a bunch of destroyable cliffs you can use to basically cheese everything.
Probably. Huh. What the fuck? I don't know about that one.
There's one to the right of this little village. There it is. There's another cliff you can destroy.
Wait, why did they make this one of the last missions? Huh.
Because the best is saved for last.
If only that were true about the cocaine in this game.
Oh, hopefully you can destroy those. There's one last destroyable cliff and then you have one.
God damn it. Dude, their men are immortal! They actually take forever! Oh, I hit abort instead of restart. Oh, well. Ha 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 ha. Oh, fuck! Oh. That's not what I meant to do. Ha ha ha. Oh, shit, guys, I misclicked and clicked the macro mission. Ha ha ha. Fuck, it's not macro. God damn it! What?
Unit lost.
You should be able to capture an MCV just ahead.
Building captured. Reinforcements have arrived.
I think.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to whatever campaign is. I don't know what that is, dude. That looks like a dick. Check out my dick, dude. What are these?
There's the MCV.
What are
Those are-
these?
What?
Dude, I've never seen these before in my life.
They were the main objective in the last GDI mission.
No. Those big dicks of Cain, exactly, dude. Oh, hello. No, 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 put your dick away. What's wrong with you?
You're supposed to protect them and deploy them somewhere.
What?
That's an ion cannon.
Why do they use it on their own thing?
Firestorm defense offline.
Yeah, Firestorm defense offline. I agree, dude. Alright. You guys go hide in a corner somewhere. I'm gonna need some men. Oh, here's one of the beacons. Do I have to defend them after I arm them? I assume.
I guess so.
Hi. Loud and clear, dude.
I don't think they specifically target them, but given that it's more distant from your base, they probably would.
Yeah, I'll wait until I can deploy a bunch of artillery and SAM sites or something. Since there's no unit cap or supply or whatever, I'm not really that worried about it. Just means that it'll have to be a little slower. Intercontinental dicks, yeah. I will eventually be playing Mental Omega. It's just a matter of... I'm not looking forward to the micro missions. There's apparently a campaign full of micro missions. Which just sounds like flame knives. But in an engine even more foreign to me than Brood War, so...
They are basically more similar to these than they are to Flame Knives.
Well, that's a fucking relief.
I can only think of one that's like... sort of, kind of like Flame Knives in that it's very long. Most of them are not particularly long.
Right.
Well, they are because they are micro, so you're supposed to take your time and waste your time.
Yeah, they're supposed to waste your time.
They definitely look like Flame Knives in that they have dialogue or like weird gimmick puzzles. They're mostly just micro.
Or whatever anime plot was happening in Flame Knives.
Yeah. Like even they're similar to the StarCraft micro maps too.
Well, I guess they should be tolerable then.
I don't think so because it's micro, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's get a radar up in here, dude. I can't remember, does Mental Omega remove the whole radar requirement as a structure? I think you said no. Yeah.
But I think in most missions you have it by default.
I never understood the obsession with making radars like a prohibited item. Contraband. Like, what the fuck, dude?
New construction options. Training. Unit lost.
Oh, see ya.
Unit ready. Building.
Alright, well I still have this guy to scout
The
around
main
with.
problem actually with Mental Mag is that it has a lot of missions with timers.
Really? That is a problem. Oh man.
Like I think the Allied campaign, the first act has 12 missions and at least 2 of them are timers.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
I never really understood timers either. That's like another thing that's just a confusion, like a giant question mark in my head.
Building.
They didn't have game saves when you played Mental Omega?
Construction complete.
Yeah, the first version didn't have saves. Like, it's not that they disabled them on purpose, it's...
It was like
they were
a
broken,
engine
basically.
issue? Yeah.
Yeah, they were basically modding the engine and...
Building.
Basically, the new changes weren't compatible with save games, and they decided they were going to finish the features before they were going to add save games, as every time they added a new feature, it would have broken the save games anyway.
Hey! Hey, hey, hey! Hey, wait! No! Aw, oh, Jesus! God damn it!
Well, that sounds like a restart.
No, I'll win. Just watch.
Unit ready.
You know what that means? Wait, wait, wait. Oh, fuck. I probably need like a tech center or some stupid shit. Can't you build an actual MCV in the last mission of these?
Oh.
It doesn't matter. I have artillery. I'll be okay.
Yeah, I think you can do it, but you need probably.
Why would I need a tech center for a fucking MCB?
Or maybe the. No, I think it's the tech center. If it doesn't scroll down more than this, then.
No.
It's...
On my way. Yes, sir. Sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Sir. Unit waiting order.
Yeah, now they do have saves and they work just fine.
Sir.
Unit ready.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, looks like we'll be holding down the fort with just these guys, because we can't build anything that's anti-air structure, so...
I did actually complete the whole campaign of the first campaign at least of Mental Omega without saving, which took me a long time.
Unit ready.
I can only imagine.
Unit ready.
I've never actually seen Mental Omega in action. I've only ever seen the stuff that you've sent me, like screenshots or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Building.
Infantry reporting. Yes, sir.
Alright, so we're gonna put like 5 rocket troopers at each.
No, Janshevik,
site.
what's needed for micro missions? It's prior map knowledge. That's the gimmick, basically. Once you know exactly what to do in a micro map, you can just easily win it within 2 or 3 minutes.
Unit ready.
Most of them, anyway.
Yes, sir. Unit ready.
Except Flame Knights.
Flame Knives is actually designed to waste your time, so yeah.
Yes, sir. Orders received.
Anybody not familiar with Flame Knives, you want to head over to my YouTube channel and look up that playlist. That'll keep you busy for a while.
Yes, sir. Unit ready.
And sick.
Yeah,
Very sick.
insane, anime campaign for StarCraft 1, which is only micro maps and there's no base building or anything. And it has extremely long cutscenes, very broken triggers,
Unit ready.
lots of bugs, lots of insane shit.
Yeah, the
Very
modding
frustrating.
the modding in that game was actually designed more or less to just... It was like mostly to augment the insanity, not actually to support the production.
Unit ready.
Which is great. Exactly what you want, of course. Alright, so let's reveal the rest of the shroud and we'll see where we're at.
Sufficient funds.
Hey, we aggroed a man.
Unit ready.
I should probably set up some defenses over on this side of things, but... Fuck you. Ah, ah, ah,
Unit lost.
ah, hot potato! Okay, that's fine. Oh, I had a stealth tank somewhere and I totally forgot where he is. He's probably in like the upper right-hand corner or something. Alright, so with enough distance mining, we'll definitely have plenty of cash. Thankfully, we did have a bunch of harvesters, or engineers, or the opposite. Not everything but what I said. Whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. Refineries. So, I think we'll be okay in terms of, like, speed at which we are getting money. We seem to be in a stable position now. And it gives the harvesters, or the Tiberian, time to regrow as well, so... I think we'll be okay. It's just a matter of...
Unit ready.
actually finding the enemy and killing them. So, do we only have to deploy the... I guess I should take a look at the briefing. What does this actually say? It's the only objective is to deploy these ICBMs, so...
I think once you do that,
you just win?
I think so.
Building.
Well...
I mean, honestly, after watching the final Night Elf mission in Mask's playthrough, every single micro map that has ever been designed is outstanding by default.
Unit ready.
Yeah, you can't really use Warcraft 3 as a comparison, though. That's like saying that you're smarter than a retarded kid.
That's true. But I felt for his pain there. He had to exploit it here.
Yeah, I don't remember how I actually beat that one. I know I cheated in my playthrough, but I did win at some point. I don't remember what my winning strategy was. I think
exploit of sorts.
Yeah, I didn't do this, but I know that if you kill the AI structures the way that he did, or any other way, they actually just break, because Warcraft 3 and AI are just...
mutually exclusive.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's keep scouting around. Move these clown emojis up here. Holy moly, if only I had more Ways to spend my money. Holy fuck. Also, I just saw a mobile repair vehicle, and for a second I thought this whole time I could have been having a MCV. But I was wishful thinking on my part, I guess.
Unit ready.
Waiting orders. No problem, sir. Infantry
Unit ready.
What a mess. I wish you could set rallies in this game. Although, next thing you know, Daniel Keaton will be like, oh yeah, you can set rallies, you can actually do anything. And he'll give me some, like, insane... You just hold Control Alt F4 and delete with System 32.
Well, the game has a waypoint system, but not for buildings. And the waypoint system, I just don't know how it works. It's just
You hold Alt when you click it. What does that even mean? Like, you hold Alt while...
Oh, really? It does have rallies? Okay.
See, I told you, man. It's just some absolutely batshit way to do it or something.
Like in Red Alert 2, you just do it in like you do in StarCraft.
Unit ready.
Oh, okay. That's pretty nice. My mind is being blown. Alright, time to suicide all these men as I scout ahead. Hello.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Cannot deploy here. Unit ready.
I wanted to see if that would encourage any of them to come over here, but it doesn't appear to have done the job.
Unit ready. Harvester under attack.
Bye.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Okay. Mr. Vader, I am your microphone.
Sorry about that.
It's okay, dude. You're just a diehard Star Wars fan. Holy shit, dude. I can't believe that I've been rallied this whole time. Hello.
Yeah, like even when we played Red Alert 1, you remember I mentioned that I saw YouTube videos where they used the hotkeys that we never knew how to use. So
Yeah.
it's nice that for once we have someone in the chat who is kind enough to share his knowledge of the game with us.
Well, yeah, we just never had anybody who knew what the fuck to do. Up until this point, most people are probably as clueless as we are. So,
Unit ready.
It's probably in the manual, which we don't have, so...
yeah.
Cannot deploy here.
Old games. Yeah, just pull it up, dude. Fuck it.
20 minutes remaining.
Wait, there's a timer? Oh my goodness!
Well, there's been one all along.
I have no idea. I never know that. Apparently.
Cannot deploy here.
Well, let me check the map to see how much is left to destroy.
Unit
I mean, we just annihilated a huge base, so... You would
that's
expect
what
not
I
much.
was thinking. I would imagine that...
Hello? Why are you going that way? You fucking idiots. Fuck it up, dude. Dude, I have so much money.
building. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
The right one is undefended, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but it should be undefended. Whereas the northernmost one has a huge base defending it.
Unit lost.
Oh boy.
Should be able to
Cannot deploy here. Unit
do something
lost.
about it.
Well, let's just see how we get over here, I guess.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Now I'm in panic mode.
Unit ready.
Okay, that's the
Unit
second
ready.
launcher. You only have one to go.
Unit ready.
It's not definitely not deployed, but whatever. It says it was.
Unit ready.
As long as it counts.
Why do these guys sometimes not... Sometimes they just deselect for seemingly no reason.
Unit ready. Cannot deploy here. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Oh,
Mission failed.
of course. Oh,
What
man.
happened? You lost the launcher?
Probably, but it didn't say anything in particular, so...
Reinforcements have arrived. Perimeter threatened. Commence attack.
Infantry reporting. Got it. Loud.
Building captured. Reinforcements have arrived.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Building captured.
Wait, is the stylus point mixed play
Building
stuff
captured.
still around?
Base
Is what?
Stylus points. Mixed play.
Yes. It is. Why would I ever get rid of that?
lost.
Affirmative. Waiting orders.
Building
Well, Jim Raynor would
Zerg,
have to do. Oh,
here?
never mind, I missed.
Well, Commander, I'll be seeing you.
That's fine too.
Yes, sir. Orders received.
I was looking forward to pick on Jim Raynor, but I guess he became one with the Void. And he doesn't want to be clicked.
What do you mean? You did click it.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
I clicked on the wave hands.
New construction.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. You clicked it alright. Fuck these guys up, dude.
And
Yeah, that's what I meant to do.
Oh, that one. That's Ranma, yeah. I'll update that eventually.
Unit lost.
I like that they just have a scripted event to attack this refinery, even if you haven't captured it. That's really funny to me.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Yeah, now I won't build 3 fucking refineries before I build my first production structure.
Complete. New
I'll give it to
construction
you. Give it to you that way, man.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
It's funny because I was playing some Twisted Insurrection campaigns and I was thinking that I really wanted a fucking rally function.
Unit ready.
Well, now you know.
Unit
I wish I
ready.
knew that.
Construction complete. New construction options. Unit ready.
Dude, now I'm gonna build units all over the place.
Unit ready.
Infantry reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, so we know where this shit is just about.
Construction complete.
Sir. Moving out. Infantry reporting. Sir, yes, sir. You got it. Unit reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Sir.
Oh, nice. Are you a developer for Twisted Insurrection? You've said you're not, right?
Options. Unit lost.
I know
Building.
Grimson, one of the developers.
When you deploy the first dick. Sorry, I can't not deploy dicks, dude. It's just in my nature.
Waiting order. Sir. No problem.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Orders received. Moving out. Moving out.
Construction complete.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
Right, fair enough.
Unit. Yes, sir. Waiting order.
Building.
Moving out. On my way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Orders received.
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with Tiberian Sun for the most part. I only really played Twisted Insurrection and never really looked too much into modding.
Moving out.
I'm more familiar with Red Alert 2. I did look a bit into Ares and whatnot.
Moving out. On my way.
I remember reading that one of the things that was holding back Tiberian Sun modding was a crash related to the
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Orca dropship, I believe. I might be mistaken on that one,
On my way.
but there was basically a crash that really
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here's the timer.
stopped a lot of mods dead in their tracks until someone finally managed to fix it after years.
Base under attack. Unit lost. Harvester under attack. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Why does it keep saying unit lost? I guess it just does that even if I'm not on the... Even if the unit is on the screen at the time.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
That sucks, dude. I was almost gonna first try this mission with no MCV.
Orders received.
No Conyard.
On my way.
Building.
Yes, sir. On my way. Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Would have been pretty funny.
Yes, sir. On my way. On my way. On my way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Unit ready. Yes, sir.
When you click on the unit after it says unit ready, the unit itself says unit ready.
Moving out.
Why did they feel the need to do this?
Training.
Infantry reporting.
Unit ready.
Get him.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Yeah, the timer already started. I don't know why.
Construction complete.
Yeah, it's just over after a certain amount of time. The timer's on a timer. Can't make this shit up, dude.
Cannot deploy here. Building.
Get him.
I think you want the tech center at this point.
Well, I mostly just need money.
Unit lost. Training. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Infantry is doing
Unit
surprisingly
lost.
well.
Unit ready.
Yeah, it's just because I have so much of it.
Unit ready.
Why is it taking so long for these artilleries? Oh, because I built 10 billion fucking
Unit ready. Others
harvesters.
under attack. Unit ready. Unit
Oh, he just squished every unit I own. Holy fuck.
Unit ready. Others are under attack.
They're attacking with way more units now for some reason.
Unit ready.
Could be that maybe this time the AI prioritize the blue Tiberian, which is more of a...
Unit ready.
Why would that be variable? What the fuck? Bye.
Unit ready.
Really? You get a 1,000 refund?
That's
The
very
first game, I'm
strange.
pretty sure you only get 300.
Yeah, you get the half of what the cost of the actual structure is.
They really changed that? I had no idea. I figured they would always keep that in mind.
Unit ready.
In fact, that seems like the sort of thing that would be the opposite, you know? Like in the first game, it's easy to exploit the extra money, but in the later games, they patched that. Instead, it's the opposite.
Building.
Well,
Training.
at least now we know roughly where to go. But we definitely need more defenses before I'm comfortable leaving the base.
Unit ready. Unit
We
ready.
get a few obelisks.
I guess.
Building.
I wish I could just improve the speed at which I'm producing these units. Oh. I thought we destroyed this!
Unit ready.
Why would they... Like,
Unit lost.
how?
Destroying a whole mountain.
Unit lost.
Annihilate.
Unit ready.
Why would they even have that? Like, what the fuck?
New construction options. Building.
Temple of Todd!
Construction complete. New
I think that unlocks the Cyber Commando, I could be wrong though.
Unit ready.
Could you imagine?
And you can actually get the other MCV field, but you might not need it.
If only that improved building speed.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
I thought that... Oh, it does. Holy shit.
Training.
Who would have guessed?
Unit ready.
Can I rebuild him if he dies? Or when he dies, I guess?
But you can only have one at a time, I'm pretty sure.
Unit ready.
That's fine. Alright. This guy will do the heavy lifting for us, the scouting.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Hi.
Unit ready.
Look how many fucking rockets it takes to kill one man.
Cannot deploy here.
Yeah, I
Flying
mean...
troopers incoming.
What?
Silos.
Flying troopers into your base.
Oh.
Oh fuck. That's probably what happened last time.
Probably, but I can't find my fucking Sam in this list. Oh, here it is. I found it. And then I lost it again.
You can get that mobile repair vehicle at least.
Base under attack. Construction complete.
Alright, back over here you go, dude. That was a little too close for my liking.
Good thing I spotted that.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Building.
I really wish I could improve the speed at which I could spend this money.
Do you guys know if it's the same story in the other two?
Unit ready.
Oh, hello.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Yeah, but helipads are not particularly amazing.
Lost.
You can scout with aircraft in this game, so that they're a bit useless. If you could scout with them, they would be amazing. Fortunately, in Twisted Insurrection, that's one change they did, where you can actually scout with aircraft. And so I build them all the time.
Why does ice regrow that fast? What the fuck? So, this is just a garbage fucking path to take, then. I'm shooting... Jesus Christ.
The artillery is never going to make it fast anyway. They will sink.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Oh, they're heavy, so they sink in one hit or something?
Unit lost.
Well, basically, there's two ice tiles. You can see the broken ice and the clear ice. The clear ice is safe to pass on, but the broken ice isn't. And the clear ice, once you pass through it once, it becomes broken ice. But there's broken ice at the beginning, so it doesn't even matter.
Well, I'll just station those guys there, I guess. Ay, ay, ay.
Hopefully you have enough time.
Under attack.
We were actually paradoxically doing bigger the last time, and you didn't have a base. Well, you did, but less tech.
Unit ready. Training.
Well, I don't really have anything to use against air. Maybe the secret isn't infantry for this mission. Maybe you just scout ahead with attack cycles.
Unit ready.
Well, that's one beacon anyway.
Cannot deploy here. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Problem is, then I need to sacrifice build times of artillery. So
the problem with Red Alert 2 is that there's a couple bugs that have never been fixed. One of them is related to if there's a unit that's coming out of a war factory and you order it to move before it started moving, then it has a small chance of being stuck in there.
Really? That's still the...
It's a very rare bug, but it's annoying when it happens.
Yeah.
And another bug they never fix is that very occasionally the water transports will not function properly. Like, the units will not land, will not enter them. It's again a rare bug, but sadly it's never been fixed.
I've never seen water, like coastal combat or whatever, in a game work out. I've always seen it as a gimmick, every single time.
Unit lost.
Why do they not automatically acquire these targets?
Yeah, the RP pathfinding is very strange. It's the same as the Orca, right?
Unit ready.
I wish maybe I got a like bonus time or something for deploying these Mongoloids over here, but probably not.
Unit ready.
Where is he going?
Unit ready.
Yeah, really.
Oh, you cut out immediately, so I don't think anybody heard what you said.
Unit
Radar
lost.
2 doesn't have the same water emphasis as Radar 3 did. It's much more limited in that regard.
Good.
Much more
Cannot
land-based.
deploy here. Unit lost. Cannot deploy here.
You can probably do it with this
Cannot
force.
deploy here.
Well, you said it was a huge base, so I'm not really sure what to think.
Well, let me check again.
What?
It's
Well,
annoying
it
when
doesn't
I
matter
run-
because it's fucking... It's
Oh.
over, dude.
Didn't you have a cell tank there?
Mission
It died, apparently.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah, I guess you can only. It's best to deploy that once you secure the northern ones.
That they came from the south, so...
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah, but I mean, you can deploy them at once, like at the same time.
Building captured.
So you don't have to worry about enemy units.
Building captured. Structure sold.
If only this game was more responsive.
Unit lost. Base under attack.
I don't even get a harvester out of this, so I don't know what the point of it is supposed to be.
Construction complete. Building captured. On hold. Construction complete. New construction options.
Darkness.
Oh, radars.
Construction complete.
By the way, is that the only time they ever use that?
New
Because
construction options. Building. Construction complete. Building.
I haven't seen them use it at any other point. The ion cannon.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
You may want to build a few SAM sites in advance.
Yeah.
Unit
Do that
lost.
once I have more money. Just trying to scout
The
out.
Firestorm is completely useless. That's really
You're just supposed to sell
one
it.
building I never understood about this game.
Oh yeah, you just mean the game in general.
Well, maybe in PvP it can have its uses. I don't know, but single player at least it's completely useless. It's
Yeah,
doesn't
well,
amount
it's
to
useful for the AI since. What?
I don't think so. They use it like in one mission maybe.
Yeah, they use it in the micro mission to slow you down. 10 Banshees one shot every building. Too bad you can't actually see anything with those. Or I would use them in this mission.
Construction complete.
Well, Banshees are very expensive though. You can have Banshees actually, but
Yeah, they can't. I can't see with them, is what I said.
yeah,
So there's
unfortunately.
no point unless I just build 30 attack cycles and.
The main issue with this game, from a macro perspective, like when we look at the tech tree, the thing that sticks out the most to me is the lack of good scouting units.
Well, it's offset
I
partially
wish-
by the fact that scouting is so there's. So it's like kind of a zero-sum game. You scout once and it's over. Like you never have to. You don't have to maintain activation, so they don't actually need scouting units because as soon as you know where shit is and you go and find it deliberately, then it's over. Like at that point, you don't need it.
Yeah, that's true.
So once you have a situation like that, there's, of course, not really much of a point to producing scouting units.
Timer started.
They still have them in Radar 2 anyway. Although they do have gap generators there.
Construction complete. New construction options.
So,
Need the tech center for the Banshee.
yeah, I figured. See, this time around they didn't do any... They haven't launched any attacks whatsoever, so very peculiar.
Insufficient funds.
I mean, I do like that the AI does different things every time, but it's a little too uneven.
Yeah, there's way too much variance this time around. I would think that the AI is broken if I hadn't experienced... if I didn't know that sometimes they just did different things. I would have 100% assumed that they busted.
Unit reporting. Moving out.
Building.
Standing by.
So, make of that what you will. Where's my Sam? Here it is.
Building.
Unit moving out. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
On my way. On my way.
Like, you have units with decent sight range, but they just get annihilated by anything that you
Unit ready. Building.
ever attack, like, get attacked by, so there's not really much of a point to
Construction complete.
producing them. I think the attack cycles are probably the way to go to handle any air units, though. So I'll just leave those behind with a couple of artilleries at each site, pretty much.
Does the limpet drone get any use in PvP?
I've never even heard of it.
It's an expansion unit,
Oh, okay.
and
Attack cycle can't
I think
shoot
it's the
air.
most useless unit in the game. The stealth tank can though, right?
So there really is no point in building attack cycles.
They could attack air in the first game.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was confused. At least they attack bikes cannon right alert one. I don't know about
Yeah,
the
why
original game.
did
What's
they
up,
even
Bailiff?
come up with a limpet drone? That's really beyond any comprehension. So it's basically like think of a spider mine. Like you move this unit around and you deploy it, and then it attaches itself to passing enemy units. And the only thing it does, it slows them down.
Building.
And I think it also provides vision, but I mean, it's just why?
On hold. Unit
Why not? Why make something useful when you can make something completely pointless? It's probably their thought process, if I had to guess.
So they're attacking now.
Well, I don't know if you can call this attacking, but
Unit ready.
I guess. Yeah, I guess they're attacking.
Harvester under attack.
Hoop Thrower almost killed my scout. So what the fuck do I build for anti-air then? Why do I need an $1,100 unit for anti-air? Oops, I wasn't paying attention.
Building.
What about the Underseeker? That's another unit that I always thought was very stupid, honestly.
Unit ready.
That seems to be a campaign unit. They forgot to move from the tech tree. But is it even useful in campaign?
It's just a useless unit. I've actually never watched any Tiberian Sun PvP games. Might be interesting to watch a few eventually. See what it's like.
Unit
Probably unbalanced as fuck.
Oh yeah, well if you're looking at vanilla, just look at these fucking...
Yeah.
These things that
They
we're doing.
rebalance it a bit in the expansion, but still.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
I think I'll grab a Temple of Todd.
Building. Unit ready.
Unit reporting. Unit reporting. Unit reporting. Sir, yes, sir. Infantry reporting, sir.
Unit ready.
Waiting orders. Waiting orders. Unit ready.
Construction.
Alright, off we go.
Unit ready.
Oops, what did I just do? Oh, there's a
New construction
faster page up,
options
page down,
training.
apparently.
Building.
Infantry reporting. Loud and clear.
I don't think we took this path the first time. We ran into a bunch of enemy structures or something.
Yeah, the first time about slightly more computer.
Cannot deploy here. Cannot deploy here. Unit ready.
Bye. I think we destroyed their harvester. Hopefully that's the only one that they get.
There's multiple AIs on that. So they
Oh.
all have the same color.
Dude, I really don't get why people do that. It's so hard to read and understand what's happening.
Like, I get it that it's the same faction, but you can still like have gold and orange, for example, which is a
Yeah.
similar color, but still different enough that you can tell them apart.
Yeah, that would be ideal. I'm looking for stealth tank. There it is.
Unit ready.
And
No. Did you do that? Is that you? Hmm?
No, I didn't.
Unit ready.
He's a liar, boys. We got him red-handed. We got him n-handed. It's probably Rimtech. That fucking guy. That motherfucker.
Zerg here.
There it is. I knew it. Dude, these fucking towers are so annoying to deal with. Hey, Rimtech, can you Zerg hear these guys?
Unit ready.
Holy fucking strength for these towers, dude. And they don't even give a shit about the fact that they're getting attacked by them. What a mess.
They shoot explosive watermelons.
Don't say that. Hello? We are moving.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
What a mess. Holy fucking terrain deformation, dude.
Unit lost.
I think this is the only RTS where they do.
Unit lost.
They try to make form terrain. I think the only other one is like the last mission of StarCraft, where Aemon can destroy terrain.
Building.
But that's
Yeah.
a gimmick. It's not actual mechanics. It's a trick.
Unit
Whereas in
lost.
this case, they actually, for better or worse, made it an actual
Cannot deploy
thing that you can play.
What a mess. Well, I hope they don't start attacking me with their units. I guess I have some defense against it, but...
silos needed.
Oh man, what a mess.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
You always have fake sparks, dude. Battlecry 3 is up next. But we have to finish the expansion.
Save, to be honest.
I may, yeah, you're right.
This is a good spot. Since you can lose just by arbitrarily losing a unit. It's,
Unit ready.
Alright. Give it a shot. Give it an acknowledgement.
Janjavik is because they don't deploy on non-flat terrain. The station. Radar 2, I believe, is after Battlecry 3, but Chronoco can give it up.
Well, there's a dude, I like how the fucking unit bounces when it gets shelled with artillery. That's psychotic. There you go. It's done for, dude.
When I was playing Mental Omega once, and we were playing cooperative mode, we had basically these artillery boats, and we just built so many of them, and we fired them close to an enemy vehicle.
Mm-hmm. And then what? Did you get disconnected? What a mess. I have already played it, Janchevek. It's not as good as you make it out to be. Not even close. But that's okay. I played it when I was a kid. It's a childhood game. Hey, you're back. What's up, dude? I think we've got these guys in the bag.
But yeah, I was saying, basically, I was playing Mental Omega in cooperative with a friend, and we just built so many of these artillery boats, and we fired them right next to a enemy demolition truck. You know, the ones from where
Oh, yeah.
and it basically, the force of the explosion was so high that the truck actually flipped over and exploded and destroyed the enemy base. We laughed at our ass off for like 2 hours.
Perfect.
Cannot deploy here.
It's also funny to think that this game is more three-dimensional than Warcraft.
It sure is.
Like the actual engine.
Unit lost.
Oh, they killed my cyborg commando.
Training. Building.
So. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Base under attack.
Okay. Oh, 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 oh! Holy fuck.
10 minutes remaining.
Is that a game
this
over
mission is
timer?
a
Yeah.
timer.
Isn't it great?
Our favorite. Although at this point we're pretty close.
Silos needed.
Clear up the
Yeah,
last
whatever.
stragglers.
Oh, okay.
Unit lost.
Hi. Wait,
Mission failed.
dude. What the fuck, man?
You remove the shadow tanks.
Yeah, I know, because that one was fine. There was nothing over there.
Unit ready.
There were a bunch of titans, which I guess.
Yeah, they moved. They were moving over at a completely different target, though. They weren't moving it in that direction at all. It would really help if I could actually see the minimap, of course, but I can't, so.
20 minutes remaining.
Well,
Building.
Daniel, he don't say that he can help. That
You're really quiet, but I heard what you said, but the stream might not have.
hopefully for the expansion he can help you set it up.
Yeah, there you go. I can hear you.
You might want to join the Discord server, Daniel, if you have Discord.
Unit ready.
I can't seem to actually force order these people to attack anything for some reason. Well, sometimes I can, but at the edge of the shroud it doesn't work for some reason.
Unit ready.
Where are these people going? Alright. We will infiltrate this way. We'll just fully secure this area before we bother with anything else.
Silos needed.
Of course, they just sell everything.
They were out of money.
Cannot deploy here.
They got 4 rook throwers, not 3 but 4.
Well, we killed 3 of them, so now they have 3 is still respected. Oh, I didn't even see that there was shit happening over here. Dude, they just keep selling everything. Sell that one, assholes. In this case, I have so much money, but I don't even know what to do to actually get where I need to go. Just about 37 gimmicks.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Oh, it crashed into that one for me, so that was cool.
Unit lost.
Just a few turrets remaining.
Let's just also blow up their production, just so don't have any more stupid surprises. This is such unfitting music for what's happening right now.
Unit ready.
Wowie.
Unit ready.
Hello. Don't mind us.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Why did that guy just suicide?
Unit ready.
Alright. Hey, we have a survivor. He can scout ahead for us.
Unit ready.
This guy is waving very fast. I might not actually have enough time now. I just realized. Even though I've cleared the map.
3 minutes remaining.
You're really quiet, dude. I can't hear you.
Third one is going God knows where.
Why are these units still here? Is what I want to know. Take the fucking road, asshole. Okay. Well, never mind. They're going back now. Hey, follow your other friend, dude. Well, I can't exactly go back now. What? What? What?
1 minute remaining.
It doesn't matter. He's not going to make it there in a minute anyways.
ICBM launcher lost. Mission failed.
What a fucking prank, dude. No, I don't want to replay. I would like to play a game and not a fucking gimmick. Let me know when you have that arrangement set up for me.
Unit ready.
So dumb.
Building.
Sir, on my way. Waiting orders. Sir? Yes, sir?
Unit lost. 20 minutes remaining. Unit ready.
Unit ready.
Base under attack.
Moving out. Unit ready. Orders received. Sir.
Unit ready.
On my way. Unit moving out. Waiting orders.
Unit lost.
Man, if these units weren't so annoying to use, they would be great.
Unit ready.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
There's some other path. It's fast.
Sir, yes, sir.
You gotta turn yourself up. I've already got you at max.
Okay.
There you go.
Unit ready.
How about now?
Yeah, you're fine.
Unit ready. Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Unit ready.
Unit ready.
On my way. Standing by. Your command. Unit reporting. On my way.
Silos.
I think we got this in the bag now.
Unit reporting.
Hopefully.
Waiting orders.
Really, we just need more stealth tanks
Building.
Unit ready.
for the air units.
Yes, sir. On my way. Sir, orders received.
Hello?
Unit ready.
On my way.
Wow, I'm really glad I was fucking here to see this.
Waiting orders.
Holy shit.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Put them on guard now.
I did.
Waiting orders. Unit reporting. Unit moving out. Orders received.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Loud and clear. Ready. Sir.
Alright, perfect.
Unit ready.
Well, see you later, dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Deploying.
Cannot deploy here.
Orders received.
Why do you say deploying if you can't deploy there?
Under attack. 10 minutes remaining.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Ready. Sir. Yes, sir. Sir. Waiting orders. Sir. Yes, sir.
Harvester under attack.
I'm sure it's fine.
On my way. Moving out.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Orders received. Moving out.
Fucking sidestep, dude.
Lost.
Unit ready.
Silos needed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir. Sir.
Get close. Just bombard them from there.
Well, they have a single payload loaded apparently, but
Sir. On my way. Moving out.
they shouldn't have anything else.
I'm taking heavy fire.
I don't know why I'm able to damage them, but whatever.
Orders received.
I won't question it.
Projectile. Fine.
Yeah, it just smacks him in the head.
Unit lost.
We should have him now.
Lost.
Loud and got it. Loud and clear.
Unit lost.
Perfect.
5 minutes remaining.
I'm on it. Sir? Unit ready now. Yes, sir. Sir? Yes, sir. Unit ready.
Unless they have some spider mines or some shit. Bye!
Primary objective achieved. Incoming transmission. Mission
Perfect.
accomplished.
We did it, guys. No, they weren't passive in guard mode. It was pretty annoying that I had to set it to that, though.
Isn't it?
Wait, who is that? Who's the man that was just groaning?
Welcome, citizens. It is with the
think it's
highest
the main
honor and
character
the
from the
greatest
GDI
joy
camp.
that I bring you, Cain.
This morning was the most glorious morning in the history of the Earth. Peace is upon us. A gift to every man, woman, and child from the Brotherhood of Nod. Victory. Not just for our people, but for our species. The time for
Acknowledged.
is over.
Alright, relax.
Rising from our trenches, our bunkers, our factories, we must all now partake in the technology of peace. One purpose, one vision. Tiberium is the way and the life. Today the sun rises on a new world and a new people. The end is the beginning.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Okay, bye. He did go Goku. Wait, is this canon?
Technically not, but
Wow.
basically the series ended here because the next game was not developed by the same people.
Why?
Because Electronic Arts took over.
No, I just mean why the fucking... Why is there just a completely separate campaign?
Basically wanted to turn the world into a Tiberium world for some reason.
Yeah, well...
Really likes green.
The poet Lil Wayne. Yeah, I've never seen I've never heard the Banshee whoop sound. I thought about building them, but then I decided against it. They probably would have actually come in handy at the last stages where I was just trying to bombard shit, but didn't end up happening. Well, we've actually beaten the game. Also, the credits seem to have frozen. I think this happened the last time. Guess no credits. Bye. So, what are your takeaways there, man? These micro missions have been terrible, but in terms of the... I honestly, I think there was like 3 missions in the entire Nod campaign that weren't a timer or a micro mission, so I don't really have much to say, to be honest with you, because 3.
Well, for this stream, most of the maps that we played, there were like 2 micro maps, I think. And the rest were tolerable, I think. They were fairly standard. For a game this old, I guess that's fine. Like, I think that's really the game's biggest flaw. There's too many stupid micro maps. Like, even most of the maps we played in this, for the most part, and I actually did see this, for the last mission, I saw the map on that website, that cheat website, and two of the three enemy bases do not actually start pre-built.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually build over time, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
So I think it's better than some of the maps where it was just a timer on top of endless pre-plays bullshit. I think without timers and with less or no micro maps, this would have been enjoyable overall. And I think it was mostly okay, I guess, for its time. Definitely just another example of why micro maps are a mistake and should be avoided.
Yeah, I don't think that's arguable. Unfortunately, there's just been so many instances where we've played RTS missions, whether it was just me soloing it or with Dynamo's co-casting and assistance. And eventually I'm sure we're going to run those early Warcraft games, and we're probably going to have the same takeaways there. Perhaps it's even more obscene levels because Blizzard. But
yeah, the expansion maps are really heavy on micro there.
Yeah, so I'm not really looking forward to that one. But yeah, I don't know. I just can't shake the idea that in order to make a compelling mission in an RTS engine, like, you have to realize you're cutting out so much content. You're removing all of the gameplay that goes into base building and building a composition and scouting out, and maybe you're not always removing all of those in these examples in the Command and Conquer games, but you are often removing a significant portion of what actually makes Command and Conquer a complete game. And so you're not actually getting a feature complete sort of experience out of these micro missions. That's always been my biggest qualm with them, on top of the fact that oftentimes they more so are geared towards prior knowledge being the main way that you win, and so it's kind of just trial and error, and often trial by fire because of the nature of the missions, and you just losing because you lost a specific unit or something, and certain pathways just being completely inaccessible, and it being designed around those mechanics as opposed to anything else. So yeah, that's probably like my biggest complaint when it comes to those ones. And I have yet to play an RTS that has missions that remove that kind of gameplay, but then add in a sufficient amount of other interactivity where it still feels like I'm playing a real game.
Yeah.
So I would Rimtech is asking how many micro missions it had. It honestly felt like an even split across the whole game, but maybe it was slightly, like, it was like 60-40, but I felt like it was a significant portion. It was a non-trivial amount of the missions.
Yeah. It's kind of uneven in that there were, for example, micro maps in succession, and there were macro maps in succession, so we kind of lost track, I guess, for that reason. And we did skip a few micro maps as well, for which we have no regrets, by the way.
Yeah.
And,
well, there were a number of ones that we skipped accidentally. I think maybe there's only 1 or 2 of them that we just outright did not play. But for the most part, like the missions that we did play, there were a couple of them that we wound up skipping. And there was at least one macro mission that we wound up skipping that was quote unquote macro. But it was the one where it was like a giant, the train timer mission in the last stream. So that was just a mess.
Like, that one is probably, again, very easy to beat once you know exactly what to do.
Yeah. And I'm not claiming that it's like not part of the player's fault that I haven't been able to win these missions, right? Like, I am pretty terrible, and this stream, every stream shows that. But on top of not really being familiar with the game's engine and like how to control the units and all this other stuff, and obviously like in this stream alone, we learned like way more than we've learned in the entire game in terms of the number of hotkeys and shortcuts and stuff that there are. like waypointing and stuff, thanks to Keaton. It's yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's a significant portion of the way that the game is designed where it's not really meant for you to be able to complete it in one go unless you have significantly more like you have significantly improved over my own skills, like an understanding of the game and skills at executing. And I guess what Daniel says is that I'm actually playing at a faster speed than most people, but that's just what's normal to me in an RTS. It's just that I don't have the same amount of control despite
Actually,
the speed.
I think most people play the game at this speed, if not higher speeds.
Well, I couldn't set it to higher, or it would be running at the speed of my processor, so.
Oh. I don't remember if it was speed 4 or 5, but yeah, I think it was a reasonable speed.
It's the fastest speed that isn't processor
It's
speed.
really the resolution that really fucked you over, I think.
Yeah, well, that would have helped, but it didn't really... even the 1 or 2 missions that I played when it was at the full screen resolution at the beginning of the playthrough wasn't very readable. And there were some missions that were deliberately unreadable. Like, I think back to the Nod mission where we were fighting GDI, and they didn't change their color to be more readable against a sand dune background. And so you're literally fighting, like, camouflaged units and stuff. Yeah, so, like, it makes sense in the context of a military, just like them all being the same color, even if they're different AI players, makes sense in the context of an actual military. But you're not making an actual military experience, you're making a fucking video game. So make your video game readable, please. Like, I don't think that's too much to ask. I think that's, like, pretty fucking obvious. So just allow me to interface with your game on a visual level without needing to really smash my head against the screen a few times, and I think we'll be in an okay shape. That would be my initial criticism, I suppose, of the stuff outside of the micro stuff that we talked about.
Definitely, it's been a marked improvement over the first 2 games, like in many ways. Like in terms of controls, in terms of even interface and new hotkeys and even AI. And there's way less of a focus on random damage, which is very nice to see.
Yeah, that's true.
As that's unfortunately something that we will have to deal again with in Warcraft 2.
Yeah.
Very sadly. But Red Alert 2 is a game that doesn't have random damage as far as I remember. So that will be good to see.
Yes. I think the main issue is, like, while I can agree with you that there was an improvement over the older titles, I've always tried to come away from a game thinking about both where it came from and like what came before it in terms of its like peers in the genre, but also what it did serve as an insular single experience. And so far I haven't really been impressed. Like, maybe in a historical context you can argue this is like a noteworthy title. I would probably agree with that. Like, I'm not really like somebody who's trying to be a naysayer and say like it was a completely irrelevant title, because obviously it's got a history and it's got a lot of fans and like there's something there. But I don't think that it's a worthwhile experience by itself. Like, I think, you know, in an objective sense, when you're not just looking at where did it come, it's sort of like StarCraft mods. Like, StarCraft has total conversions, and they all amount to tech demos. None of them are actually enjoyable to play from an individual standpoint. Like, they don't provide you with a standalone experience that would be consumer grade or even hobbyist grade. They're really not meant for that. What they do is provide you a tech demo of what is possible in the engine to some degree, and they build on the successes of older total conversions, which is exactly what you would expect out of any sort of medium, or what you should expect out of any sort of medium. Obviously, like, for most people who exist in this weird twilight zone where you appreciate older titles more so than the newer titles, you're seeing that newer titles are actually of an objectively worse grade in terms of quality than older titles are. So clearly the lessons are not being learned. But I guess in terms of a market success, there's probably some sort of continuation of that idea, is that people are learning from the experiences, the mistakes, the successes of previous installments in that franchise or that genre or that industry or whatever, that medium. And sort of like how film has advanced over the years. Like, video games have also advanced to some degree, but in terms of quality for the end user, not really. Unfortunately, they've gone back. But yeah, I don't know. That's sort of like spiraled into a completely different topic. But
well, Daniel Keaton says that this was the first game they made on this engine. In first on Red Alert 2, they already had access to the engine for a year before they started, so it's a bit more polished.
Right.
So I guess we'll be finding that out in the next stream when we play Firestorm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out the rest of them. The next stream that the two of us do will definitely be geared around the expansion. We'll be dipping our toes into that. That's probably something we can complete in 2 or 3 streams, because you said that the campaigns are shorter than the main ones. So yeah, I would say like 3, maybe 4 max. But
and I'd say definitely this title has at least been interesting to me. Some of the things experimented with, like the destructible terrain, and some other things it did that back then no other game had done, and I guess sort of try to experiment, see what works, see what doesn't. Some things they kept for the sequel, some things they removed. So it's definitely been at least a educative experience. So I guess in that sense, we've done exactly what we set out to do.
Yeah, no, I think at the very least it was. Oops, I accidentally hit a button. At the very least, it was a game that had, like I said, it's sort of like in terms of a time capsule or like its place in the history of RTS, it does offer something there, and I definitely think that it's been enjoyable. I mean, I even talked at, I think it was the 3rd stream, or maybe it was the 4th, or I don't know, we might actually be on part 4 now. So it might have been the one we were continuing the GDI campaign, or it might have been at the beginning of the NOD campaign. But I have actually decided to, like, for example, in StarCraft, institute some mechanic that regenerates resources over time. And that was in large part inspired by this particular title. So it hasn't been without value for sure, even beyond just like the production itself. So, you know, it's just something that felt natural. Like once I implemented it in StarCraft, it actually felt natural for that as well. Even though maybe you wouldn't immediately connect that with the lore of StarCraft, like why are minerals regrowing? But like the idea in terms of how it feels mechanically feels perfect. Like it feels exactly like what you would expect. And to that, in that degree, I think it's been a value in that aspect. It's definitely made me think about like solving an RTS gameplay loop in a different way. So yeah, it's been cool, been enjoyable.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
We'll see then what the expansion has to offer, and then we'll move on to other games.
Yeah.
Hopefully, one day we will find the one RTS game that doesn't have micro maps.
Right. Actually, on that topic, Rimtech had posted saying that StarCraft 1 had an okay amount. He liked the change of pace. That's sort of the thing is, in that case, I think the developer is admitting that micro missions are literally just a gimmick and they're just a change of pace. It's like in shooter games where you have this vehicle section and you play in a vehicle for like 30 minutes. So it's a complete abstraction. It has nothing to do with the like the original gameplay loop. And Imperator was on earlier, I think in the previous stream, saying that it was more like a turret section where you're holding onto a turret, because then you're still playing by like shooting rules, but you just can't move. It's like in an RTS, you're playing.
It's removing mechanics.
Yeah.
And StarCraft 1, at least from what I remember, is mostly about moving into crowds in installation maps, in the micro maps. Like it doesn't really have nearly as much of a. It doesn't have nearly as much of the same strategic level that it does in the micro maps. Like there's no AI or anything.
No, yeah, there's never any AI. There's only actually one mission that has any degree of effort put into it from a micro standpoint. That would be Patriot's Blood, which is of course not exactly what you would, contrary to what you would expect. It's everybody's favorite micro mission because it has the most effort put into it, and it almost feels like an actual series of set pieces or something, which at the very least have some effort put into it, as opposed to just literally moving into like small groups of enemies and having occasional dialogue events fed into you. So yeah, I mean, I can see why people would prefer some degree of changes of pace, but I think if you can judge the success of your gameplay loop and like how well you did at defining a really, really strong gameplay loop by the fact that you don't need to rely on something like complete change of pace in order to keep the player engaged. It's sort of like explosions in a Michael Bay flick or something. Like, it's just there because he wants to distract you or occupy your time or something. It's not really the same thing as like something that's actually got your attention and keeping you interested. And that's really my main issue, is that the core gameplay, I'm not sure if it engaged me, but I didn't really have that as much time as I wanted to in Tiberian Sun so far to figure out if I liked it or not, because it kept jumping away from the actual core gameplay to give me a timer or to give me a micro mission or to give me some other sort of gimmick like catching a train. I'm playing an RTS. I'm not trying to catch a train. It's kind of goofy.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
And
exactly.
Generally speaking, a change of pace is nice, but that doesn't mean it has to be micro. I think there have to be other ways that the genre can have some more variety.
Yeah.
Like maybe you can have, for example, different gameplay styles depending on the terrain you're on. Like maybe that's just a complete shot in the dark, but maybe that's a way that you can have variety without sacrificing the core gameplay. But in general, if you think about it, the whole idea of having more than one faction is exactly geared towards having variety.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't think it has to be my way or the micro way, basically. Like I think there can be variety that doesn't include completely removing just having moving to a bunch of random units.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, that's the thing is like in StarCraft, for example, or even in this franchise, you have these different units, you have these different factions, and they do have differences, right? And this is one of the things that I praised in the original Command and Conquer is that it's such an early game, and yet it still had completely distinct or mostly distinct, races, if you will, factions to play as. You had two different sides to play as, and that is in its favor. I mean, you could that way it is different to play as GDI than it is to play as not. They have distinct personalities. They have distinct characteristics. You can take that a step further and look at players. Even you could say take two high-level Terran players in StarCraft. They may have different playstyles. Sometimes completely different. Sometimes just moderately different or minorly different. And so you can have different players, different AI that mimic this sort of thing where they have different play styles, different characteristics. You've got an allied commander character in the game, and he comes in and he's like, hey, I'm going to be your buddy for this mission, man. We're going to be total bros, dude. I like to rush. Let's go. And then you can have another one that later on that likes to turtle up and expand, or likes to, have a tank push, like a timing attack or something. Doesn't necessarily need to rush. Likes to upgrade, likes to do whatever. Like, depending on how open-ended your mission design is for the levels themselves, and your tech tree designs are for what the factions are actually using, what the AI are actually using, you can have completely different experiences at the end of the day, even though you're still making it macro. Like the one constant can be the fact that you're harvesting resources and building a base, and then you can change a lot of other stuff without it being a complete gimmick.
Definitely. It's unfortunately, like I may have said this before, but I think micro just it's a sign of laziness for the most part. It's just a sign that the developer didn't want to create new mechanics, so they just wanted to create set pieces, basically. Which might make sense from a story perspective. Like, I guess for example, in this campaign, the mission where we capture Jack McNeil, I guess that had an impact in the storyline, and it actually was reflected in the cutscenes and so on. But in terms of gameplay, after all, like you said, we're building a game here. We're not trying to build a movie or a military faction or whatever.
Yeah.
Gameplay has to come first, and it just seems like something that doesn't have the same amount of effort put into it. And not just in this title, but in all RTS games that have micromaps. So I don't know. We will see if maybe in the future we can find one that doesn't have as many.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Well, this is just more like a broader conversation on the merits of micro missions themselves. In that particular case that Dynamo brought up, I don't even think that the story that was benefited by it, really. It was just an excuse to have a less, like, a fires... Like, I guess it was an excuse to facilitate your entrance into the last mission, but we're not really told, like... Maybe we missed a cutscene or something, but we're not really told where we're going or why it would be that...
Yeah, I think we missed a few cutscenes due to the mod, but...
Yeah.
Gameplay comes first, so...
Yeah. No, I think I've seen that video that you linked. I'll take a look at it after the stream. There was something that... there was some interview that I can't remember the guy's name. It has something about wind or something. I don't remember. But it was some interview with one of the developers. And they're talking about all sorts of different things that they did. Maybe it's a different thing. Either way, I'll take a look at it. But... No, I think that there's, you can take a look at that and say, this is the best they could do for the time or something. But I think that they also had, many years, even if this is a new engine, they had many years to improve the process by which they made these missions from a conceptual standpoint. That is sort of indifferent to the technical implementation of, like, the engine itself. Like, I might need some time, maybe a half a year to a year to really learn the ins and outs of a new editor. But if I gave a shit about the game that I was modding or making from scratch or whatever, and I can transfer any of the experience that I got working with Brood War and working with all the other RTSs that I've worked with down the years to produce something that is ostensibly going to meet my own standards. And I'm not really, I haven't been able to reverse engineer the developers of Tiberian Sun's standards in this particular case, which is a pretty big issue, I think, from coming from the standpoint of a developer myself. Like, I'm sympathetic to the fact that it probably was pretty, there's probably a bunch of other shit that was behind the scenes in the development. I'm sure there's a lot of issues with the engine
also has to be
itself.
mentioned, and this is something that has to be mentioned, that this game and the sequel too were definitely rushed by Electronic Arts, who basically sort of prematurely released the game. Just the typical publisher interference. So that has to be mentioned, that at least some of the faults are definitely not because of the developers, but just because of publisher interference.
Yeah, no, I definitely, like I said, I'm sympathetic to any of that stuff from on a personal level, but I can't allow that to color my objective analysis of what I played. Like, I can't say that I can't review a game that I didn't play, and I didn't play a game that was really pleasant to play yet. I haven't gotten to that point. Maybe I'll have a different take once we finish the expansion. And so all of the surrounding sort of backstory to how the game came to be, with its flaws and foibles and all of the stuff that was good about it as well, that stuff falls away and can't really be allowed to affect your analysis of the end product. And we'll also be at some point, I think we will probably check out Twisted Insurrection, but at the very least we'll be playing Mental Omega for sure. And so I'm interested to contrast the experience with the main games with the experience that I have with the user-made content that comes afterwards. And
we'll see that when we get to it, hopefully soon.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks for joining us. Thanks, Dynamo, for coming along for yet another lovely co-cast. And
it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks again. A special shout out to Mr. Keaton over here, who gave us all sorts of goodies that we could use to.
Thanks for the help, man. You really made the experience a lot easier to deal with.
By the way.
Yes, exactly. By the way, as in by the way, as in bye.